Hi, now, sweetie. Take a bit. Take. With 15.
It's here. It's big. And it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web. Or play it if you dare. At the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.
Hello everybody and welcome to Live at the Bike, brought to you by the Bicycle Casino in Los Angeles, California, the first and only webcast of real action cash game poker. My name is Bart Hansen and I am joined tonight by a special guest, Tony the Mailman. How you doing tonight, Tony?
How you doing, Bart?
Some of the people in LA might know Tony from some of his extensive tournament play in the area. Tony, tonight we are doing a special night at Live at the Bike. Of course, we normally do cash games, but we are going to do a mini shootout here between 5 beautiful women, 3 bombshell model babes, and 2 players that most of the people are familiar with, Grace there and Yulette. After this is over, in about an hour and a half, we're going to shuttle on a $500 shootout that Mo has organized and is playing on the side right now. Of course, we have Yulette there on the left-hand side of your screen in seat 2. Jessica there in seat 3. Dawn in seat 4. Grace there in seat 6. And Tara there in seat 7. We are starting out with $500 in chips. The blinds are going to be going up every 15 minutes. And the first level is going to be 515. So it's going to be interesting to see. And and we are playing for $200 total here, Tony. Winner take all.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
And look at this, right off the bat, Grace in seat 6 has got pocket kings. She's raised it up and she's going to take it down without any action. It's going to be interesting to see how Grace plays, because we only normally will see her play in the mid to high limit games of the bike, 20-40, 30-60. Now it's funny, Tony, the first time we saw these lovely ladies on the show was a very, very tight 100 game. I think that they were, some of them are pretty new players and they were told only to play specific hands.
Then he was asking me to broadcast his game tonight, and then when I see this bombshell up there, I told him, can I just be coaching them?
We actually have a couple of twists here tonight, too. Now, each player has $500 in chips, but the bombshell models actually have 2 pink chips, Tony, that they are going to have the option to use. Now, those are not cash chips, but they actually, each one of those girls has a coach.
Each one of the girls only get 2 of those.
Get 2 chips, and they will be able to ask their coach what to do whenever they don't know exactly what to do in a certain situation.
And they're only limited to 2 helps.
2 times. They only get to do it 2 times. So anytime those girls want to ask someone what to do, they can ask their coaches. Coaches are off of the screen there, and coaches will give them advice as to what to do.
That's nice.
And we've seen Jessica. She was on the show before there in seat 3. Tara was here in seat 7. And I think it's the first time we've seen Dawn there in seat 4.
How would we not know that this bombshell is not better than us?
You know what, Tony? I don't know. Of course, you always have to keep concentration on a poker table, and they might, slightly impair my concentration. So I think they do have an edge in that factor. So Yulette is on the button there in seat 1. She has position. Again, we are playing for $200 total. This is starting off with 500 in tournament chips. Bombshell models. They represent Pokertropolis, which is the site that runs thebike.com, where you can play for free. Each of these girls actually play in Tuesday night tournaments. at PokerChopolis.com, and they each play by their first name, so you can log on to PokerChopolis and see Jessica, Dawn, and Tara. They're all playing with their same names. Click on their icons, and their picture comes up, Tony. And those are
there are more of them there, right? Not only 3. There are more of them.
Oh, of course, yeah. There's much more than them.
You let me bet?
Look at this. Grace has got 2 pairs here. It's heads up between Grace and Yulette. Yulette had an ace-jack. She raised
You let me do the betting.
Bet 200.
pre-flop, and Grace has bet 200. And we know that Yulette's a very, very tight player. Grace is very aggressive.
Yeah, we know that
So-
Grace is very
You want to see
aggressive
the
player.
deuce? Oh, no.
All right, for the bombshell ladies, I'll just give you a little advice and no limit. If you want to be the first one to raise, usually 3 times the big blind is a good number to raise at. Okay? If you just want to steal the blinds, go ahead and move all in. You're going to overbet the pot.
Oh boy, Tony, you got to go out there and tell the girls not to listen to
You
Denny.
know how much you think about it, and that'll give you a general idea
You're gonna get lost.
how much you want to raise if you want to get the maximum. Okay? That's the free advice for this hour.
Say that again. I got my guideline.
Actually, Dan is doing a good job up there.
Again, it's always interesting to see players that you see in a different game play a new game. And like I said, I've never seen Grace
Option.
play in
He usually play the limit.
a no-limit game. And again, we see the Bombshell girls have not entered many pots, Tony. It's just been pretty much Yulette and Grace.
Well, yeah, we could understand that because, they're trying to get the feel of the game.
Yes, the feel of the game.
15.
Matter of fact, you should do a bounty.
Now, Tara there in seat 7, she takes poker pretty seriously. She tells me that she plays a lot. She's been playing for about 2.5 years. She entered a I believe a tournament.
Queen's tournament?
I think it was the Queen of Hearts tournament here, and she finished 11th. So she's quite the poker player. She's trying to get a seat at the World Series main event, she told me.
So she knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing there.
Good.
And again, the other girls, they play on at least a weekly basis, so we're not dealing with total beginners.
So they actually, basically, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Now Jessica's going to limp in with an ace-6 offsuit.
I was thinking about that too.
And look at this. Dawn just calls with ace-queen. And this is what I was a little bit afraid of, Tony, that Grace might run over some of these girls. She's going to raise out of the blind with queen-jack suited.
Yeah, she raised the queen jack.
And Tara's going to call there with a queen deuce. Yeah. And all the players are in. So the pot's getting up there for a first level. Let's see what the flop brings.
4-way action.
King 9-8. Nobody has any piece of this. Now, if Grace fires, just from what I've noticed about these girls, they play really, really tight. I'd imagine that she's probably going to take this pot down.
Unless Dawn got a good read on her.
Well, Grace made a pretty weak bet there on the flop. It was only a $40 into about a $200 pot, so
And now Dawn called her with an ace-queen.
let's see what Grace does if she continues to fire with the upper end of a gut shot.
40.
She bets 40 again. Again, pretty weak bet there, Tony, with the size of the
I
pot.
know, but she's dealing with people that's not really been on a poker too long. It's a good aggressive move.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
They showed it there, Yeah. Tell us.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, you can email us at live@thebike.com. You can also follow our daily thread that is posted up on 2plus2. Go to 2plus2.com, spelled out, and you can find the Live at the Bike thread there in the forums section.
Plus, we got our mini World Series poker going on right now.
Absolutely.
If you guys are interested in playing tournament,
Tonight's event, I believe, is a $150 no-limit shootout, Tony.
it's a shootout just like the same game last night.
Yeah.
And we're getting close to that big event,
Yeah.
March in,
Got legends right around the corner.
yeah.
Look at this. We're going to see heads-up action between two of the girls, Jessica and Tara, seat 3 and seat 7.
50.
Yeah, and Tara got a
Well, she's
Pair
got
of
top
nines.
pair when she bets 50. And Jess is going to call over there with bottom pair, Tony.
and Tara's still leading the way.
And look at this. Tara
Yeah,
checks, and Jessica's going to bet.
bet.
Yeah. And Tara calls. So we're going to see the river here. Well, the river is an 8. And Tara still has the best hand.
I wonder if she's going to check.
Well, she called the turn, but let's see if she fires out here. And, Tony, this is actually an advanced play. Probably make a stop bet here. Bet the amount that you want to call with here with King 9. And she is going to get called, and she's going to take it down with King 9.
Yeah.
Open.
She's going to win this spot.
9.
Yeah, pair of 9's going to win it.
You know what I had? 6, 8.
You know, it's funny, Tony, if you look at that board, sometimes, you know, if you don't necessarily have the top pair, but you really want to make a call on the river, but you can't necessarily commit a lot of chips, you can throw out a blocker bet or a stop bet.
Especially starting off with just 500 chips.
Right.
There's not much you can do too much in that.
Right.
6, 8, and I made
Either you just call or you try to make a mini bluff.
Right, make a mini bet, right.
Yeah. So,
Because obviously if she had checked and Jessica had bet a lot, she couldn't have called, right? Yeah.
But in that case, you know, Tara got the second pair, you know, and there's only one overcard pair, and you know, and she's gonna call the way no matter what Jessica put up there. 'Cause
Right. And even if Jessica had a jack, the 8 pairing at the end is going to not make her raise, even if you bet into it on the river.
She's gonna be watching that 8 too, because just in case Tara has the 8.
Yeah. Wow, what a great flop for Grace here. 4-7 queen. Grace has got middle pair and a flush draw. But look at this. Tara's going to come out. Jessica's going to come out betting.
raise 100.
And Grace is going to quickly raise.
She's gonna call the raise.
And Jessica calls. So we're looking at around a $250 pot here.
Looks like she spent most of her chips already.
Yeah, that's true, Tony. The turn is a 3.
That doesn't help her.
Okay.
And let's see if Grace takes a free card. She does. She checks behind. The river is an 8. Now, Jessica would have to bet a lot to probably get race off this hand. No, it's going to go check, Tony.
Check. So Grace is going to win the pot.
Is 4. 7.
Yeah, she on the flop. Grace got a nice draw plus the second pair. You know, and Jessica got the bottom pair.
Again, when this shootout concludes, and it will take about an hour to an hour and a half, we have a $500 shootout that started at 6 o'clock on a side table, Tony, that we're going to shuttle in here really
That
quick.
was a good game. That's a good game, especially right now. You know, before when we first started this live game on 500 buy-in, you know, there's only one table.
Yeah.
Now it got to about three to four tables, and it's really, really moving up fast. Because you know why? The action is up there. You know, all these big gamblers and you know auction players. It's just so amazing how these games will turn out to be big right now. You know, it's.
Wow, someone's flopped a set of deuces. It's seat 4, it's Dawn, and she's first to act. She's going to check him, Tony. She's going to check him, and look at Grace.
She's playing it.
Grace is going to bet. She's got a gut shot wheel draw with Jack 4.
Dawn is really, really trying to slow play this. I don't know if she's trying to slow play this or she's.
She doesn't know the strength of her hand, exactly. Well, how about this, though? She bet out now. She check-called the flop, and she bet out. I bet she does know the strength of her hand, Tony. Let's see what the river brings.
It's probably because she knows that Grace is going to call.
Well, look at this. It's a third club on the river, but that's not going to stop her. She's going to bet 50.
She's still bet 50.
And Grace can't call here. And Dawn does not show the set of deuces.
So, she wins the pot. You know, Grace got no hands.
Yeah.
She just tried to buy the pot, but, you know, you cannot buy the pot when someone already popped the set. I guess it's just lucky enough just to get away with just $50 bet on the turn there.
All right, next hand, the blinds are going up.
Okay, next time we get the blinds going up.
Well, Yulette's just limped in here with a suited connector, 9-10 of hearts.
Two-way action.
15.
Grace bets $15. And that's not enough of a bet to get someone off in a no-limit pot, Tony. And she's going to bet again when an ace comes on the turn.
When Grace and Yolette sit down on the table, you know what we're going to expect. We're going to expect just the two of them. We're just going to make the action in there because, the three bombshell, it's definitely they're just going to be playing it like if they have it. If they don't, you're going to keep
Exactly. If they have it or they don't, yeah.
25.
Well, let's see if Tara changes it up a little bit, with her. She's had a lot of poker experience there in seat 7.
Yeah, she's been so conservative right now. She got some chips.
The blinds are gone up now, and the blinds are 10 and 25 this hand. The levels go up every 15 minutes, Tony.
Oh, just 15, not 20. Okay.
Yeah, 15 minutes. And it gets folded to Grace in the small blind. She's got deuce 9 offsuit, and she's going to complete the bet. And Tara's going to take it free. She's going to check it out of the big blind. She's got king deuce.
What all this?
8, 9, jack.
And a straight plus on the board,
Grace has the deuce of hearts and a 9 of clubs, and she's going to bet with her flush draw and second pair, and she's going to take it down. Can't really, it's very tough to call there with king deuce offsuit, Tony.
Yeah, especially when you don't have no pair, no hearts, nothing.
Three people right there, those are your advisors. If you need advice, hold up a chip, and one of them will come over and give you advice.
Denny, of course, reminding the girls that they always have the option to go to their coaches. 2 options in this game.
Grace is looking at and saying, I don't want advice.
Chips too. Let me see.
Is that all I got to choose from?
Looks like they're having fun out there.
Absolutely. And, Tony, I'll get you the website. These girls have a website in a moment here.
Yeah, we
tell
can
it.
leave them on the air and that.
And we can tell everybody out there in internet land to go to their website and check out some of their portfolios.
Right.
There's a couple of the coaches there. That's actually Nicole on the left. She's commentated on the show before.
That one is Mike Lianos, a good friend out there in the nut games.
Roulette's going to bet and take it down there with queen high.
I know. How about you guys? I'm going to move all in.
We got Tara calling the button. Yolette push all in.
Youlette's going to push all in. She's got pocket 10s. And a couple people have got pairs. Jessica smartly lays down 4s, and Tara is going to lay down deuces.
That's good lay down, wow.
Yeah.
What did you have? Come on, let's hear it.
These people, this bombshell, they don't need the coach. They know what they're doing.
Well, they do. They play extremely tight, and it was funny, Tony, because I had a couple people come up to me the last time these girls were on when we were playing a $100 cash game. They said it was the tightest $100 game they've ever been in.
On a tournament, I've been on any big tournament. When you limp in like that, especially like you have been in a pocket pair, right? If somebody move all in and you know they're aggressive, you know you're gonna get called. Especially when you're a pocket pair. These people, this bombshell, they're doing a good job.
Well, Youlette's got pocket 6s, and she's going to raise. She's going to double the blind. It looks like she raises to 50.
50.
Don't call
25.
with a queen, Jack 10 suited.
Jack 10 suited. So we're heads up, pocket 6s against Jack 10 suited. Not a bad flop for Jack 10 suited. Picks up second pair and a gut shot straight draw. 8 queen 10, all rainbow.
To move all in?
And it looks like Dawn. Did Dawn check there? Yeah, she's going to check. And Youlette smartly takes a card. Wow, Dawn's got 2 pairs now. But it's a 4-liner to a straight. Anyone with a 9 has a straight. And she's going to bet 50. And Youlette mucks. You know, Tony, one of my criticisms of Youlette, since we've had Live at the Bike here for about 4.5 months, is that she's very, very, very tight. And I think sometimes she needs to loosen up a little bit. If I made a raise with pocket 6s and I saw that board, I would probably bet, especially against these tight players.
Well, you know why? Because I know Yolette for a long, long time. I just don't really get closer, but I know her as a person. Before she was at Hawaiian Garden as a prop. When you're a prop, you have to play tight because you're playing with real money.
Right.
And you could understand why she's doing this because she see this as the real money.
Yeah.
It's 15.
So,
Only 15.
she's the opposite of Grace.
Right.
We raise, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we raise.
Look at this. You let raise with pocket queens, and Grace is re-raised with ace-9 offsuit.
Wow.
And Yulette's going to play a trap here, Tony. She's going to flat call.
Yes. There's only one over 5.
That's a pretty good flop for pocket
Flop for Yolette,
queens.
yes. And Grace doesn't know what she's running into.
25 more.
So Grace bets, Yulette raises, and Grace calls with the ace-high.
Yes.
Oh, the turn is an
look at
ace.
that.
What a bad card for Yulette, and Grace immediately bets.
Oh.
Now, the funny thing
What a
about this,
turn.
Tony, is that I've seen Grace play a lot, and she doesn't necessarily have to have an ace to make this move. She'll bet into any scare card because she knows that Yulette will lay down queens or kings in this spot.
Right. Exactly.
Look at this, though. She's going to push all in. She doesn't fall for it.
I don't know why she didn't move all in on the flop.
Another 175.
And Yulette's in real trouble. She's going to have to hit a queen. And I can see one of the queens is already dead, so she has one out, Tony, to the river.
She's one out.
Turn them up.
One out.
You turn yours.
I don't have an ace.
Got an ace. Ace-9. Queens.
The river's an
Oh,
ace.
another ace. Look at that.
Grace made the aces full of deuces.
Oh, what a runner though.
And Yulette is the first victim.
Yeah, Yulette made a wrong move in there. When Grace made a bet on a flop, when she raises, she would have just pushed all in. There's no way Grace could go with no pair on the board.
Well, I think, you're right. She probably tried to get a little bit cute there.
Small blind,
Yeah,
big
and,
blind.
she paid the price.
Now I'm tough to read, trust me.
Big blind, please. 25 is a big blind.
I would understand if she had a pocket aces or pocket kings, no playing that, but
So it gets folded around to Grace, and she's going to raise. She has an ace, which in a short-handed no-limit game is still pretty good. She's got ace-4 offsuit.
Grace, she would race with any ace,
Right.
any picture cards together.
Right.
It's just that type of players.
Come on, Jessica.
But it's a good in some ways.
Ladies, get
You
me
know,
out.
when you're running good, you could play any card.
You almost have to
Remember,
go
you
in.
can still use that green chip.
There's Tara. That was a good shot at Tara.
Bye.
Nicole. Pick one.
And Jessica's going to use her coach. That's Damon. He's been on the show a few times, too. And she's short-stacked, and she has Queen-Jack suited.
It's a good card.
I'll need that chip, please.
I like that card.
Okay, I'll join.
I guess Damon gets to stay in there for the whole hand.
One back, okay.
Full reaction, depending on what comes on the flop, then you can decide what you're going to do with your
Well, she's the big blind, and she just checks the
last
big blind
four
with
chips.
Queen-Jack.
What's going on? If she checks, let it out.
There's the queen.
And this is great, because Jessica's probably going to get all of Grace's chips here, Tony.
She checks, bet it out.
It's up to you.
You have a good hand. You have a straight. She is betting. You still got to call the
Oh,
flop.
Damon's
Call
quite the
flop.
character.
Call her, yeah.
Did you say James? He got it straight.
You're hoping that you improve, but she doesn't. She's all in.
That doesn't play. Big chips do not play.
So she bets all in on her top
Yeah,
pair.
everybody called. You actually want everybody to call now to get a bigger pot.
Dawn
Well, she's got
Grace.
Deuce-8, excuse me,
Okay,
Tony.
now
She doesn't
you're
have
in
Queen-Jack suited. She has Deuce-8. So she's
Oh.
bet on Deuce-8. Sorry about
That
that.
actually
Yeah,
might
but
be
yeah,
good
we
for
didn't see
you.
the
So
deuce
let's say she
either.
has a big
But Grace has raised with Queen-5.
ace queen.
Grace has got Queen-5 and seat 6. And now the real question for Dawn here is, she's going to use the advisor.
right. She's all in. She had bet 50. She's all in.
So
Grace
the
moved
action,
all
It's all
in.
in. This
the action was
Grace moved
Jessica
all
bet
in. It's up to her to
50.
call.
Don called with Queen Jack, and Grace
Keep the cards on the
raised
table.
with Queen 5. So Don has the best hand right now.
Best
And this is a tough decision,
they
Tony.
make it
Yeah, you know,
50.
yeah, it is. 'Cause you know
She went
why?
all in.
Especially,
She called.
she's all in for
She
that.
moved all in.
All in.
especially Grace got her covered. You
Yep.
know?
Grace has moved all in here with Queen
Pretty
5.
crazy.
And I don't know if this guy knows how Grace plays, so
So I think Mike's gonna let her play because you know why? Knowing Mike,
she has the best hand.
This is what you have left, right?
Now remember, if you don't like his advice, you have one
Yeah,
chip
yeah.
left. You could ask for somebody
Yeah,
else.
that's true. I would say fold. I would say fold.
Oh my goodness, he's going to give her the wrong advice, Tony.
Wow.
You might have the best hand, you might not.
I got to tell you, if I was playing against Grace, my money goes in there in a
So
heartbeat.
she can win 20, 40, 50, 80.
And she's going to see the fact that she had the best hand, Tony, because both these cards are going to be flipped up.
oh man.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
That's right. All right, turn the
You
hands up.
know what's so amazing is that's because Mike is not on the table.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how
Come on,
he doesn't
Ace.
know how Grace plays.
Anything. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Oh, look at that. The turn's a queen, and the river's an ace, and Don would have taken it down.
Where's your other pink chip? I need your pink chip.
I think that was a great spot for her to ask advice.
She has it. She has two.
Any one of them.
If she would have asked advice in the beginning of the deal, she probably would have a better advice than Buck the Hand.
Maybe small bet.
So she-
Probably
Remember,
Mike
ladies,
would have told
Grace
her to
cannot
raise.
win money.
Right,
so
raise free
whoever
flop.
goes out first, the other one gets the money.
Yeah, 10.
So the situation here is that Grace is just playing. She can't win the money, so it's actually down to the two girls. Whoever lasts the longest is going to win the money.
It's between Jessica and Tara.
Yep,
I mean, Dawn and Tara.
Dawn and
Jessica's
Tara.
out.
Yep. But Jessica's going to still sit there in C3.
Oh, king high. That's good.
Better than mine. 7-2.
7 now. Don't even make me go in there. Okay, you wanna- Can I give her free advice? Since I can't win any money. But
Sure, go for it.
I think Tara got the most secret between the two bunks, though.
Okay, I'll give you action.
Okay.
Raise 50.
50?
Right. No, that's the 50. We raise, right?
Did you rewrite?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to see 6-7 offsuit against King 10.
All in.
Flop was 4 diamonds and 2 aces.
And look at that. Tara moved all in. And pretty
She had-
aggressive.
Yeah, well, she had the best hand in there anyway.
Yeah.
So
Grace, get up.
she's trying to
Jessica, you're back in the game.
hand of Grace.
You're the chip leader. You're back in the game.
Wait, we have to start all
Oh,
over
she's
again.
playing back again, huh?
Well, I guess
But
we're
she
going to...
gets no more advice.
Yeah, that's right.
Guess Jessica's going to take over Grace's chips.
Small blind, big
She
blind.
instantly became the chip leader.
Nothing like getting knocked out and then becoming the chip leader going back in,
That
right?
would be nice. If I was Tara and Jessica, I'd probably get rid of my chip right away, right now.
Well, let's see if Jessica can use those chips.
Going in next.
What?
And Jessica picks up ace queen again off suit, and she just limps. So it's ace queen against queen jack, and she flops an ace.
Lines will go up
Ace
next
is
hand,
ahead.
too.
5-8 ace, all clubs. Look at this though. Dawn's just going to put a little feeler bet in there. She bets $25. Maybe she's been listening to me, Tony. Fire into an ace high, three flushed board.
Maybe she heard you when you said that a while ago.
But Jessica raises to 50, and Dawn calls. Turn is a deuce.
That doesn't help nobody. That's a good turn for
And she checks, and let's see what Jessica does
Jessica.
here.
he's gonna bid 100.
And Dawn folds. Sometimes you can see this type of play
25.50. 25.50.
as we hear that the blinds are going up to 25.50. Sometimes people who are beginning at no limit, Tony, don't realize that you actually have to bet a little bit more than, say, 25 in that case to get somebody off of a hand.
Usually when I was in the game, especially in the tournament, I usually bet 3 times the amount of the small blind and big blind. Because that would just give you some leverage to play with just the best hand, you know, because if you don't do that, you know, you get all these people that, station caller, what we call station caller, they will limp in for that amount just to see the flop, you know. And most of the time, that's the one that would make you get you in trouble.
50 more.
And Tara there from the button, she's raised to 100 with ace-10 suited. Jessica's called out of the blind with queen-10. Tara's picked up the nut flush draw with overcards, Tony.
Yeah, that's a
3-7 deuce.
All in.
And she's going to move all in.
All in. Well,
Looks like Tara does know what she's doing, Tony. It's a pretty good bluff. Yeah.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
I'm putting these downs on the mini series, so you get an envelope at the end of the month.
Thank you.
Again, the blinds are 25.50. Jessica, by Grace getting knocked out, is suddenly the chip leader in seat 6.
It would be nice to get knocked out and be a chip leader instantly. And then she's probably going to get the $200 prize.
Two players.
And it's going to be heads up. 9 jack against ace 6.
What a flop. 2 10s and a 9. She got a pair 9.
Jessica bets.
She had the 9.
And Tara folds.
Folds.
9 or 10.
Tony, would you have raised there out of the big blind in position with ace 6 offsuit, 3-handed in a no limit tournament?
On a short-handed, I probably would.
Yeah.
You know, short-handed, you usually try to get as much chip as you can, but you be carefully watch yourself because you don't want to commit yourself too much.
Right.
You know, this is just like to get a feel of what hand they have, your opponent, especially when it's short-handed.
No, I know you're not.
Well, now Tara has pocket 7s out of the small blind, but she didn't raise. And she's got an overpair. And Dawn has got bottom pair with deuce 4.
All in.
And now Tara moves all in. Right away. Dawn quickly mucks deuce 4. And Jessica mucks the jack 10.
$25.50.
They're beautiful, all 3 of them up there, Bart.
Yeah, absolutely, Tony.
This is good.
Again, Tony, I was telling the viewers out there that if they are at the World Series in Las Vegas, Live at the Bike has a booth in the convention. There's going to be a poker convention going on during the first 3 days at the Rio.
At the Rio.
And
that's great.
Some of these girls
You
will
gotta
be there,
be-
and
you gotta
hopefully
be in
I
there.
will be there with these girls
Oh,
in the
good.
booth. Come by and say hi.
That's good.
Okay.
Well, maybe if I go over there, I will be playing if I get the chance to play.
Heads up here
Right,
now.
right now, Bart, is every man's dream or every person that plays poker to be in the World Series of Poker.
Absolutely. How about being at the World Series and being in a booth with these girls, too?
That's just second to being in the World Series right now.
Yeah, Dawn's going to bet. She checks top pair on the flop. Jessica calls with bottom pair. She's got a spade in her hand. And probably just going to go check here.
Yeah, Don will win this spot.
Nice.
It'll be awfully hard for them to get all the chip from Jessica.
Look how fast. 25, 50, please.
Again, stay tuned. After this shootout is over, we are going to shuttle in a $500 shootout that Mo has started on a different table. Last week was pretty exciting. Very passive play at the end. I don't know if you saw last week, Tony, but...
Well, last night I was watching... well, you guys have
We had
500 last night too,
30-60 last night.
30-60 last night. And I was just watching a bit of it last night because... and I was watching the hand that when Grace got a queen 8 and somebody got a pocket 8 and a flop an 8.
Just today. You know, was it?
And I was just, wow, I said, Grace is the one that's betting.
Absolutely. Grace will bet there. She had top pair.
We're actually models.
I know all that, right?
No, this was just call it having out
Can you win some money today?
$200.
That's cool.
But they just gave her the chip lead, so.
I saw that. Just put it up there. It's 50. Want to call 25 more? Option.
That might be the first time I've ever had Brian have conversation with the players, too, there, Tony.
And sometimes it's nice to have the dealer come have a conversation with the players, you know.
Queen 9-8, 3 diamonds on the flop.
Jessica got 5 diamonds.
And now Don's picked up a pair, and it goes check, check on the turn. Queen on the river. Ace deuce is the best hand here. Oh, Jessica looked like she wants to bet, but she's got to bet a lot there, Tony. See that? I don't know if that's necessarily good.
That's not enough.
I think it's $100 bet here on the end, and she takes it down. So let's give her some credit.
Oh yeah, give her some credit because you know why? Don only got that small pair.
It's got the bottom pair, yeah.
Got 4 overcards in there, you know. Jessica could easily get any pair of those.
Yeah.
This gets folded around to the big blind. No action. Again, stop by the Live at the Bike booth in Las Vegas, Tony. Meet these girls in person.
25, 50.
Yeah, if I get a chance to be up there in
Jessica,
Vegas, I would.
Dawn, and Tara.
Just let me know where you guys are going to be because you know where I'm going to
Tony,
be.
you're going to be the only person I'm not going to tell where we are.
You were?
I'm going to have you find us.
You won't be able to do your broadcasting with that.
I know, I'll be too distracted by you. No, we intend to do some interviews, some of the top names out there, put on Live at the Bike. And, again, it's going to be quite a scene out there with the 6,600 people. So.
Oh, believe me, man, because I have played in 2 World Series events the last 5 years, you know, and being there, feelings of being there is something. And being there with all these big names is another, believe me. And the World Series of Poker tournament is growing every year.
Oh,
look,
yeah.
I remember when the first time I joined that. First time I went to the World Series. And the people that plays the event was just like 600 people.
600 people in the main event. Yeah.
And now
we're looking at 10 times that amount, over 10 times that amount.
Yeah, we were there just a week ago, on the beginning of the tournament. We had over 2,600 on the first event, and we still have a lot of people on the waiting list.
Would you like to rate it?
I know, it's unbelievable with alternates and. Queen 6-6 here on the flop.
Never serious.
And these ladies are playing pretty tight here for a 3-handed table.
Did you ever try to go to Vegas and go to big events and get about 500 people waiting on the men's room?
Oh, It was crazy, Tony.
Crazy.
That seat over there. That's bad. That's a bad seat. That's where I was last time. Remember?
Yeah, I played in 2 events, Tony. I played in 2 events. I played the casino employee-only event, which is traditionally the inaugural event, and I played a $1,500 limit on that Sunday. And, yeah, you had to time your bathroom breaks because when the tournament went on a break, you needed to get to the bathroom that was, 4 bathrooms down. And in the Rio, it's just a giant place. Yeah, it's crazy.
See, but the best thing to do that when you do that is like when you know it's going to be a break, you go ahead of everybody. But the best thing to do, if you're staying in Rio, the best thing to do is go in your own room, in your own suite.
Well, the problem is that the Rio, the convention center, is so far away from the main hotel. It's crazy.
You got to walk about, a block away?
Yeah.
The one, I don't know if they're your friends, but the twins, 50 to call. The twins that were here, it's 50 to call.
We're here?
No, but they were when we did the Marcus Allen Celebrity Tournament event.
Yeah,
I didn't see you. It's 50 to call.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Tony, it was funny because some of the women, as they walked by the line for the men's bathroom, they were just saying, justice, justice. Because there wasn't really a big line for the women's bathroom. Queen 6 against Jack 10 of diamonds here. Flop is Ace 3-7, and Tara's going to take it down.
I mean, I dealt the whole time. I wasn't mingling or anything like that, but it was fun. It was exciting.
Good turnout.
It was exciting. My first table, Dr. J and John Elway and Emmett Smith with a big line 50. Yeah, it was,
Do you know how the twins did in this tournament?
I didn't see them play.
Don's getting pretty close to being out of chips there, Tony, in seat 4.
She's getting low on chips.
So she should probably make a move.
She's only got about 100 total in there. You got 3 quarter chips and 5 yellows.
Yeah, well, she had Queen 8 suited there. She probably should have moved in with that hand. Well, she's got position now. Actually, you know what? It might have got folded around to her.
She had a chance to do a little making him. Well, right now the blind is. That's true.
And look at this. She's picked seat 6 there, Jessica. She's got pocket queens.
25 more to call.
What is she going to do?
She's
just going to limp. She's going to trap, I guess. Now we're seeing the coaches. They're allowing the coaches to come in. And look at this. Tara's got a pair here. Seat 7. Ace 7-9.
Now she's going to bet, see if Tara had an ace.
Looks like she's betting about 200.
Yeah.
Tara quickly folds.
All at once.
And in No Limit, as Brian points out, you need to actually put all the chips in that you want to bet at once or announce your bet, Tony, because she kind of made a little bit of a string bet there. But
yeah, of course. Anytime that you wanted to make a raise
or a bet,
you had to announce or tell them how much you're going to raise or bet.
Right.
Otherwise, it's going to get complicated.
Look at this. Now Jessica's picked up pocket 10s on the button.
Yeah.
She got a back-to-back pocket pair.
And she's not going to get any action.
Yeah, you don't need these anymore. What we did, because you get a second chance, they get free coaches now.
So Dawn and Tara are going to have coaches here, but Jessica does not because she got all those chips.
She don't need no help right now.
I said she has a good coach.
Well, Brian says she has a good coach, but the coach told her to lay down the best hand before.
Well, I guess Mike is afraid of Grace.
Gotta do something.
Well, Dawn's got 5-10 offsuit. She's going to pick her spots better, and it gets floated around to the big blind.
She's hanging tough.
Small blind, 25. Big blind.
I hope she hung tough enough to get those good cards that she's waiting for before she ran out of chips.
And now she's got ace-king. Well, that's a pretty good hand, even in a ring game, Tony.
She mobile in on the button.
And look at this, though.
Look at this. Jessica pick up
Pocket tens again.
Re-raised.
And that's a good re-raise, Tony.
Yeah, she's
She doesn't, but she didn't re-raise it. Didn't look like she re-raised enough there,
so
Tony.
75 more.
She only made it 100 to go.
yeah, but yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take 180 to the main. She's all in for 60.
I don't know what she
This is
did.
our 180, and this is our side toss between you two players. Okay.
Queen 6 deuce rainbow.
50 on the side.
And
Jessica Betts.
Jessica Betts here 50. Tara doesn't have any of that, so she's
Do you
going
have
to
any questions?
fold.
We're gonna see.
Jessica's a pretty big favorite here.
Cards, please.
Dawn's going to have to catch a ace or king here on the next 2 cards.
Jessica's been picking up some good pocket pair lately.
Yeah. The turn's at
All of
10,
it is at
but ace
10.
king's got a chance for a straight, but it doesn't come on the river.
Need a jack.
Yeah.
Straight.
And Dawn's going to be out.
She had
And
the
she's
big
out.
blind
we're down to
last,
heads up.
button, small blind on the button, big blind. And we're playing 5,100 now. 5,100 are the blinds. And the button's going to be first to act here.
Be first.
And Tony, for all those of you out there in internet land, I have their website here. You can go to www.bombshellmodel.net, bombshellmodel.net, and there might be an S at the end there. I can't tell, but I believe it's bombshellmodel.net. And you can see these ladies, these beautiful, beautiful ladies, pictures. And they have quite a bit of pictures up there on their
Who don't
website.
want to be with these ladies? What is Bart? Look how lovely they are.
Look how lovely they are. You got it, Tony.
I believe that you're gonna give up poker for these ladies.
Now, Tony, you're a Filipino, right?
Right.
I have a special place for Filipino women in my heart, too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, but these women also are very, very beautiful on the
Should
table.
I say where is she now?
Back in Manila.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got somewhere to look for to go back. You know, come to mention about that. You know, back home, you know, they don't have poker game there. But now I heard that one of my friends, Rusty Mandap, just recently.
Rusty Mandap, yeah.
Yeah, just recently went back to Philippines just last
175.
few months ago, and they went to a casino in there, and they said they're promoting since the World Poker Tour is televised throughout the world.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're adopting the game now, which is good to the industry, because you know, like poker is big all over the world.
All
now,
over
you
the
know.
world. And this is funny. Look at this, Tony. Tara asked Nicole for help behind her. Tara has second pair here with Queen 6, which is pretty good heads up, but Jessica's got top pair. So Tara, when Jessica bet, Tara asked Nicole for help, and Nicole told her to call.
She should have
Probably
put a little
raised.
yes.
Probably raised. I would think
Yeah,
that would probably
she-
be the best move there.
Since Jessica,
And now Jessica checks, and Tara's going to move all in. And if Jessica makes this call,
you go.
know what? Tara actually had the top pair. That looks like the other way around. Apologize for that. She had top pair. Jessica had bet with the Queen 6, and but you know, Tara still probably should have probably put in a raise there with the 8-9. Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. She would at least double up the bet that Jessica made, you know.
Yep.
That's 100 on the button.
Top pair heads up is very, very good, Tony.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even have to have any pair, because you know when somebody make a bet, you put a little raise, you kind of feel where they at, you know. Sometimes you can just get the pot over it, you know.
Queen Jack of Spades here. Look at this flop.
Oh, you got a straight flush draw for Jessica.
Yeah, and Jessica, Tara's first to act, and she's got second pair here, Tony.
Yeah.
It's my job to look at things. And even when you're here, I don't look at you. You're right.
I like Jessica's hand in this situation.
Well, she's got quite the draw.
She had tons of draws.
And she's going to move all in, and we might see a call here by Jessica. Jessica's
Wow.
got a spade draw. You know, she thinks she might have overcards
If
to
she
the
call
8.
and she get lucky, this is it.
That's it. Oh, she's going to lay it down,
Oh,
Tony.
wow.
Tara was probably ahead in that hand with the king deuce, slightly ahead.
Tara made a good all-in bet there because she don't, you know, with that flop, you know, if Jessica is trying to make the flush, you know, she don't want her actually to call.
Right. Don't make her pay for that draw.
Right.
Make her pay for that draw and don't get on the draw.
Especially when there's another overcard on the board for her.
Tara's got an ace-queen offsuit, and she raises, and Jessica's going to call. Looks like they might be just about even, although Tara looked to maybe have the lead in chips now.
Yeah, because she had all those quarter chips.
Checks to you.
She checked.
Tara's got ace-queen here. She's flop-top pair. And she checks. She's trying to play a little chop play there, Tony. But Jessica's only got pocket deuces.
Hopefully the deuce doesn't come on the river.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she's not going to see the river. That's the risk you take by slow playing sometimes, right?
Yeah. How often do we see that, especially in live games?
Yeah.
Blinds, please.
And we're heads up, and it looks like we're up to our next level. It's 50 and 100 here.
I'm just praying you guys remember.
So we're 50 and 100. There's about 2,500 chips in play, and it looks like Tara's got a slight chip lead there in seat 7. And she's going to raise with king queen. Pretty good hand, heads up, Tony.
That's a good raise.
And Jessica's in big trouble. She's dominated, but she's in position. She's going to make the call. Now, if the king flops here, Tony, we might see all the chips go in. Jack 5-9.
Right now, nothing helps Jessica.
And it goes check on the flop, Tony. Turn is a 5.
If I were Jessica, I would make a little bet.
Well, it goes check on the turn, and now the river's a 10.
You're not going to win with checking, you know?
And look at this. Seat 7 has made a straight. She had a gut shot, and she catches it on the river with king-queen.
That's right. Tara made a straight on the river.
Yep. She's going to
now
bet.
She put a bet. She put a $300 bet.
And there's no way that Jessica's going to call. And she shows the straight. And now when we're getting down to it where the blinds are pretty big, again, the blinds are 50, 100.
Yeah, and Jessica has to make some adjustment in her game right now because see, it's touch up.
Well, how about she touches up her lips right there, though? With Now, this is an interesting situation, Tony. It's one of the only times when you're heads up, the button is actually first to act in the first round when you're heads up because you're small blind on the button. And now, of course, the button is in position for the remaining rounds.
Right. Yeah, it's on the heads up. It's the blinds. The way the blind goes is totally changed.
Right. Well, no one's got any part of this, and they're both going to check the flop and the turn. Deuce comes on the river, and king high is good there for Jessica. Unless she makes a bet and bets Jessica off the hand. And that's a nice bet there, Tony. Yeah, and look at that, she takes it down.
Yeah, by checking twice by Jessica, you know, that will put the good bet for Tara because, you know, she knows she ain't going to win checking. You know?
100.
That's fine. Yeah, because I want to play that other tournament. Yeah.
50 to call.
Oh, tonight's tournament.
Tonight's tournament is a $150 no-limit shootout.
Shootout, yes.
Yep. And Tara, I believe she has the intention of playing in that. So she's going to play tonight, Tony.
Yeah, I think that's what she's just telling Donna.
Yeah. Tournaments on the weekdays here at the bike start at 7:15, and on the weekends they start at 4:15.
Yeah, for all you guys that like to play the tournament, come on down to the bike, and who knows, you might be the lucky one to win some of these one of these events.
2 players.
Heads up here, king deuce against 3-7 suited. And there's nothing like having somebody muck to you in position, Tony. Not even checking, just mucking.
That's good because you know why. When somebody just muck you in their hand without any action, you take the pot without no problem.
That's the buzzer for the blinds to go up.
Okay. 50 to call.
There's Don sitting down in the table with 2 bombshells.
King 4-3 gives Jessica a wheel draw. She's going to check.
You got this, right? I'll be right here.
The turn is a 3.
He's still ahead of the game.
And look at this, the river's a deuce, and that's going to give Jessica a wheel. But Tara is going to bet in. The board is 4, King, 3, 3, deuce. So Tara's going to bet with a pair of deuces.
Wow.
And now, does Jessica realize she's got a straight? She's got the wheel, Tony.
If she knows she had a straight, I hope she just don't call.
No, I think she moved all in, Tony. She's going to move all in.
Wow, look at this.
I'll let you know 1 second.
I don't think Tara's going to call.
It's another 245 to call.
I'm trying to bluff you. This is the most active I've seen Acme call. I'm using the bathroom really bad.
It's funny, Marcos. Tara thinking about Jessica. Thinking about Jessica's bluffing her.
Okay.
You
don't have to show. No, you don't have to if you don't want to.
And she's not going to show. Look at that. Again, you can go to these ladies' website at www.bombshellmodel.net.
150.
Models. Models.
Yeah, of course, models.
Yeah, bombshell models.
A whole bunch of
That's right. It went up. 100, 200. I got it for you. We have one more blue chip. You'll be first to act. 100 to call.
King Jack suited here for Tara on the button.
You want to raise it?
And now Jessica's gonna. She's got 10 deuce. 10 deuce off suit. Tony, the game's going on here, not the website down here. Look at that. Tara uses position. The flop was 4-6 deuce, and she gets Jessica to lay down 10 deuce.
Just trying to see the website.
100.
Now I know what you're going to do when you get home.
100.
Excuse me, Tony.
Are you signed up for the tournament?
Open up your PC and
This bombshell, seat number 7. 200.
Again, Tony, I will be in the booth with these girls for 3 days in Vegas. While you're,
You're lucky, man.
while you're playing poker,
I would say
whatever
you're
this game is called.
I would say you're pretty lucky. Did I get a chance? If I don't play, I'm going to go find you up there.
Down this hallway.
Let me get your
And
card.
we are still heads up here.
About all the chips that Jessica has up there. Yeah, most of them are.
100 on the button.
Blind just went up again?
I believe the blinds are up to 75, 150 or 100, 200. It's 100, 200 now, I believe.
75, 150. Yeah, 75,
And
150.
Tara's paying to enter the tournament tonight. So we're going to assume that probably this shootout is going to end regardless within 10 minutes so that Tara can shuttle over there and enter the tournament.
Yeah, he got, she had 15 minutes before the game time.
Yeah. Queen 5 against Queen 7.
Well, you guys up there, if you're planning to play the tournament, you know, Tara is playing the tournament
That's right.
tonight.
That's right.
You get to see her.
Ace King 7, Jessica's flop bottom pair, seat 6.
Thinking about playing the tournament tonight, Bart?
Well, unfortunately I have this job, but I love this job and live at the bike, so it lets me brings me into these situations where I can spend 3 days with these girls.
It's like me, I love being
in Vegas
here,
once
you know,
again.
like to work with people that.
Now look at this. Tara has bet here with absolutely nothing. And Jessica, with Queen 7,
Jessica
makes a call.
Jessica had a pair of 7.
Yeah, and the turn's a 10.
Go first.
It's going to give both ladies a gut shot straight draw. Of course, Jessica still has a pair. Jessica checks behind Tara. River's a 5 of hearts.
Now Jessica Tara probably going to put a bet right now.
Well, it just goes check, check though, Tony. Queen 7's going to take it down.
7s.
Oh, you have 7. I always got an ace because you told me. That's why I didn't bet that much to see if you had an ace.
It's probably going to go longer than we thought.
You're first. Would you like to raise it? Okay.
And we're going to see a flop. Queen 10 against King 4 suited. Pretty good hands heads up. No one has any part of that.
The flop is 2 hearts.
And Jessica once again mucks without any action, Tony. Something that I probably wouldn't recommend beginning players to do.
Yeah, because see, sometimes, like on your heads up, if you're especially on a tournament, heads up, you have to make some moves. Because, you cannot win. You cannot win just by checking.
Yeah.
Yeah. They tell you what to do. I'll do it for you.
200 for you.
That's one thing my instructor told me to do when first learning this games. By the way, one of my instructors that taught me how to play this game is John Bonetti. Very nice man. He's a very nice man, Bart. And Marius Guerra, David Pan,
I saw you look up to see if I was looking at
I have a lot of respect from these people.
Well, Jessica's got second pair, and she didn't bet. And now Tara's going to bet with bottom pair. The turn's a deuce of diamonds. So Tara's got 5 deuce, and she bets, and Jessica calls.
Jessica calls immediately.
See, again, Jessica's sometimes falling into the trap of always just calling as opposed to raising.
Yeah,
deuce of diamonds on the turn, 3 of diamonds on the river.
These ladies are just playing this carefully,
You want to know how much it is?
Deuce of diamonds on the turn, 3 of diamonds on the river there. And Jessica's going to take it down.
But I was trying to go for it straight.
200, 100.
One of those beautiful creatures outside.
And the girls, again, appear to be even. Well, looks like Jessica in seat 6 has a little bit more than Tara.
So how many days you going to be in Vegas?
Well, at least 3 days. So
look at our cards.
everyone can catch me there the first 3 days of the World Series.
So who else is going to work with you there?
Well, Shirley and Dave are going to be in Vegas. Now, Shirley has a seat in the main event. But, of course, she's only playing in the first, there's 3 days for the first day, so she'll probably be there. I assume Dave will be there. I, of course, will be there. Now, I have not won a seat into the main event yet, Tony, and I'm still debating whether I'm going to give it a really, really hard go at the end.
I don't know why you would have a seat on the main event. You're sitting already with.
Well, that's what I was figuring too. Yeah, the big event.
You're in a bigger event.
Bigger event, exactly. Poker convention.
I'm gonna have to call in a minute. I have to finish that tournament. Okay, so we're gonna split the money between us.
200. 200 for you.
You guys want to play
200 though.
And I think that we might see some of these players go all in blind here. I think Tara was talking about there in seat 7.
Yeah, think she's starting to make some move now because it's getting close to the starting time of the tournament.
Okay. 2 beautiful players.
Brian says 2 beautiful players. 4-8 deuce. Hasn't hit anybody.
Check, check. What turn is this?
Turns a queen. That's going to give
There she is.
Tara
Well done.
top pair.
And I don't think Jessica would call. She has no pair.
Not leaving yet.
Rabbit cam shows the king of club.
This will be your yellows.
And the suspense continues, Tony.
By the way, gentlemen, the guy that you're seeing on
She
the
got 300.
camera right now that's
and
counting
160.
those chips, that's our tournament director, Mr. Denny Williams, up here.
Of course, people were familiar with Denny Williams. He's commentated on the show many, many times.
Yes. I'm a little confused too. So.
Nothing exciting, but really.
Okay, we're just going to race off these chips here. You get 1, and you get 4 cards. And she gets the 1 chip.
All right. 200, 400 out of the blinds.
I must have moved the button this time.
And the blinds are now 200 and 400, and Tara looks to be a little bit short chipped. Seat 7.
Tara got
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, maybe Jessica has a little bit less.
Tara is
Give me first. Do you want me to call?
And again, with only 2,500 chips in play, this should end pretty soon now.
Oh yeah, right now with the big
Yeah.
blinds like that, it's gonna be in anytime soon. See,
Just put for now 400.
Well, she's going to go in blind.
Yeah, right.
she won't dare that.
400.
16 chips.
That's it. 200 to call.
200 and 400 blinds. Tara's got a 9-10 suited. That's not a bad hand.
Put it back.
Well, she's more
200
closer
call.
in.
I don't want to call.
Okay, that's fine. I wouldn't want to.
And pretty good play there by Jessica with deuce 4 off suit. When you get someone who goes out of turn, all in for you.
You have 400 right there? Soon. Correct. 400. Again. One more blue chip. Do you want to call 200 more? Okay. Want to raise it? Raise.
Tara raised to the
Deuce
king
4.
10.
400.
And Jess got a jack 6.
She's gonna call Tara. And if the flop goes Tara's way, this could be it.
Didn't work the first time. I tried going all in.
King 5-7. No one has any part of it.
All in. Come on, Jessica. Let's get this game over with. I know, huh?
Call. Okay, put your chips.
Okay, she calls.
All right, this could be it, gentlemen.
Queen 10. Jack 6.
Queen 10 is in the lead here. Turns a 3. River's a deuce, and that's going to do it. Tara's going to win
Tara's gonna win.
the bombshell shootout. And
She just made it timely to the tournament.
yeah,
Thank you.
again, we are going to put a $500 shootout on here in a few minutes. We're going to go away from you for about 5 minutes right now. And we will be back
Yeah, we're gonna take a short break.
in a little
We'll
bit.
be back to you.
And we will
Soon
be
as we
coming
get
back with...
everything organized.
That's right. We'll be coming back with a $500 live,
Thank you, ladies.
no-limit
It's gonna be
shootout.
exciting because this is a no-limit shootout, real cash game, gentlemen.
That's right. So we will be back again in about 5 minutes.
He good. Put some weight on. See ya. Good play. Here comes my replacement right now. Okay? These things are.
Okay, we're moving it right now.
I finished it for you.
Good, how are you doing? 2 days done? No?
Yeah, they just did a quick tournament.
Oh,
Quick shootout. So.
You're gonna take it off the rack, right?
Yeah.
I got it, Mo. I got it.
You got it?
Is that fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not on the air, are we? 7.
It would be in a few minutes.
I've never been on this things. Oh, I don't like it. I don't want my ex to find out, man.
Okay.
You know, then she knows where to come to get me. Amo.
Yes, what?
My ex, man, wants more money, man. She's going to come and find me over here.
No, don't worry. They have to go to internet. Okay.
Okay, we used to have the models here. Now we got the superstars.
It is.
Okay, makeup.
Makeup.
Hey, makeup.
Autograph.
Come on, no. Makeup. Oh shit.
Okay, where's Sean?
Come on, my.
You okay over there? You ready?
Voy a hacer algo. Mira acá atrás. Voy a hacer algo.
Makeup. Oh. ¿Qué es su compañero, no?
Give over here, please. And we'll get attached.
Everything. Ustedes somos los más bajos, yo creo.
Yeah.
Ese también está bajo, ya. Ese es el más bajo, ¿no?
No, se lo está.
Vamos igual los tres, creo.
No setup, no everything. No no button to. Ay.
Ahora sí, aquí lo miran a uno jugar en el internet, ¿verdad? En el internet lo miran a uno jugar, cabrón. Lo que no me gusta a mí es no es bueno andar mirándolo como juega.
Mo, what's the chip count? What's the chip count?
What do you mean? You want chip count?
Didn't you count everybody's chips for the...
Okay, Dylan, no jack for drop, okay?
No check drop.
No,
Only
yeah, only
Just get it now while nobody's
Okay.
here.
Okay.
So that's where you don't make a mistake.
Yeah.
You need a chip count?
Because that way they know on there.
You got
You know,
But you don't,
much chips we have.
you don't need it.
They know it.
they don't know how many everybody has.
No, right now no. They know how much chips on the table.
Oh, okay.
But we can't say, okay,
doesn't
how much
matter.
we have, how much.
It's not information.
Too much information?
Who knows? Who knows how much?
He has the most chips. I saw him
Yeah, I
there in the
know.
wraps. I think maybe I have second to him.
Yeah, you got second.
Still want me to smile?
You got third.
No, not anymore.
That is
I wanted you to smile when we had a chance.
That was a favor, man. Flawless makes it sticky. See that charge? See that blocking you call?
Both of those were.
Ridiculous. Team's down by 14, so they give them free throws, not catch up.
What time do we start?
Listen, 2 minutes.
Like 550?
It's got a little more than 5.
He's got one.
Oh, 650.
Okay. Okay.
They have a 650, 6, almost 7.
680, almost 7, yeah. 700.
If there was cash, you'd go home.
Okay, Sean, no phone, brother, no phone.
You can't use a phone.
You can use the phone.
I'm about done, man.
You're tripping.
Sometime in the afternoon,
By a little bit. You and I are tied on.
Okay, guys.
Oh, I know.
All right.
Draw
No
a button.
matter.
Anybody
No,
got a
no.
button? Same
Who has the button?
Who got a button last time?
He did.
What was there?
Right there?
I had the button.
No, he did.
You did?
I played the last hand. We played the last hand off me.
Guys, we start again.
Okay.
17 minutes from this level. I gotta put my cards in here, is that what it is? Same level.
Yeah, put it in here.
1530 blind.
Okay, blind first.
1530 blind.
1530.
Okay, guys, don't forget to show your cards for the camera, please. For every hand.
Just about every hand.
Every hand. Even if you're not playing.
Now I can move it out?
So the blinds are 1530?
Yes, 1530 blinds.
But I saw this on the internet. It doesn't show the.
Raise.
Once you start playing, then it
Raise. 150 more.
Right, right.
It doesn't show when you're
Exactly.
in the hand. Yeah.
That's not good, man. They don't show what you muck ace king.
Exactly.
Muck ace king.
Next
muck,
time.
Yeah.
Hey, how you
One blue.
Next time, you wanna do that to my...
Ask him how he did. Yeah, he's
Next
asked
time
me.
you have kings,
He's
you
asked
raise
me.
the same amount.
He's asked me why not
So
to.
you got kings?
They did it right.
46-31.
I had kings.
What is the blinds 15?
15.
Right now you have king?
Ask him why I'm not
Well,
smiling.
How's it going?
You just lost a lot.
Oh, you did under on the half?
And I was supposed to win,
Here
man.
from the internet was
Okay,
already.
yeah, and then I read.
Guys, just don't forget you guys can keep the dealer.
Okay.
Hey, you got a good point. There's no sense putting it here unless you're in the hand. Why do you have to put it here?
Because I think it's like a tell. You know, you don't put it there, then I know you're not in the hand.
Is that why? Why don't they? Nobody put it in. Put it there.
65.
¿Cómo sabemos?
Two players.
And we are back.
Jack 10.
And
we're back on the live 500 buy-in shootout.
$500 shootout. The blinds right now are 1530. It looks like 3 people have already been knocked out. I'm going to go around the table real quick and introduce the players. That's Sean in seat 1, who's actually the player last week that won the shootout. Nick is in seat 3.
I could have sworn I saw that.
Ken is in seat 5.
When you're in the hand.
Jay is in seat 6.
I've seen guys that mucked it in.
Leonard is in seat 8. And Moses is in seat 9. Again, this is a $500 cash shootout. It is just like a tournament, Tony, but we're actually using cash chips with a drop. And you can tip the dealer, but it is, in essence, a sit-and-go tournament.
This is a little bit harder to take because you're paying real life money, you know, and shootout.
Again, the blinds look like to be in the third level, 1530. I believe the blinds escalate either every 20 or 30 minutes. And Tony, you're familiar with some of these players at the table, right?
Yeah, Jason, I know Jason.
Yeah.
And I know by faces I know them all.
Yeah.
But I don't exactly know their names.
Jay's a real action player there in seat 6.
Oh yeah, Jason, yeah.
Now it's been folded around to the small blind there in seat 3. Seat 3's got a 5-7 offsuit. And seat 5's got queen 10, and it goes check, check on the flop. The river brings a queen. It's going to give seat 5 top pair, and he's going to take it down. It looked like it just got checked down on the river.
It's going to be a long night for this people that play this game.
So we got Jay in the big blind there in seat 6.
Raise.
And it looks like the button is going to raise out of seat 3. He's got pocket 5s.
Yeah, seat 3 got pocket 5s.
Yep. He's going to make it 60, and he's going to take the blinds out, Tony.
How are they liking it now?
It's a good pot, too. Anytime you take a 15-30 blind and take it down with no...
yeah, on the internet. Give them back.
They must be saying that.
Now, again, Shirley and Sean were heads up here last week. We've been starting to spread these $500 shootouts a lot.
Shirley?
Yeah, Shirley last week. And actually, we have a very, very special announcement. On Thursday the 23rd and Friday the 24th, that's a week from today and a week from tomorrow, we will be playing $1,000 buy-in plus 50 satellites into the World Series of Poker main event.
This is a new game.
1,000 times 10 gets you a $10,000 seat into the World Series of Poker. And that will be next week.
Oh, that's great.
75.
Yep. Now, Jay's going to raise it up to $75.
You don't even have to go to Vegas just to win a seat.
Yeah,
you can win it right here at the bike.
Here at the bike. Yeah.
That's great. That's good. That's a good promotion.
Yeah.
At the same time, you can see yourself on TV.
Absolutely.
30.
Look in this thing or something? How'd you know?
30.
Anybody telling you?
It's it, right?
Of course, you can watch all of the archived shows. Just click on the on-demand banner in the lower right-hand side of your screen underneath Shirley's Poker Babes website. And you can get all the saved action for a small monthly fee subscription. Get Howard Lever's DVD.
50 more.
And I think it's very, very informative, fun, and instructional, Tony.
Yeah, some good instruction in there.
I want to thank everyone who's been commenting on our new little intro clip. If you go to the Live at the Bike webpage, www.thebike.com, click on Live at the Bike. It used to be, when we weren't on, there was just nothing there. But now we have a little bit of a 12-minute demo intro commercial clip. And I've got some positive feedback
That's good,
from all you there. So people who,
at least we know there's people watching us up there right now.
Yeah, and people who can't be there at the time between 6 and 10 can watch and see, some of the show.
Exactly.
Now look at this, seat 5 raised with ace-7 of clubs, and the button, Tony's going to re-raise to 275 with ace-king offsuit. And look at that, seat 5 quickly mucks. That's Cannon seat 5. And again, we're dealing with a, looks to be a 6-handed table, so an ace from mid-position, probably a good play to bring that one in for a raise, ace-7 of clubs.
Oh, yes, especially ace-king.
Yeah, and then ace-king re-raise.
Sometimes, some people get carried away with the ace of anything suited, It's like, the most card I hate to play with, actually, to be honest with you, is ace-6 suited and ace-7 suited, up to ace-9. I hate to play those things.
Because if you catch your ace, you still don't know where you're at, right?
Exactly. And if you catch your 9, some people will be playing with a higher top pocket pair,
So we're heads up here between seat 1 and seat 9. We know that seat 1's got king 10 offsuit. We cannot see seat 9's cards right now.
Put him on the
And seat 3 is in there with a deuce 8.
Put him on the square.
Oh, you're talking about
Bad card.
Seat 9's got a queen 4 of hearts, so he's got a pair and a flush draw. The board is 4-9 ace-ace with 2 hearts.
50.
And looks like both players are going to fold here.
I can beat that even if I'm not playing.
And Moses takes it down.
With a pair of 4s.
Pair of 4s and a flush draw.
Call the internet and it will tell you.
Only us will know that one.
If you guys want to follow how David Tuckman, one of the announcers for Live at the Bike, is doing, you can go to the Bike's homepage at thebike.com. Click on Under the Gun, and David is posting semi-daily reports about how he's doing. I know David played yesterday in the $1,000 stud high-low event. I do not believe that he cashed, but he's already cashed in 2 events, Tony.
Oh, yeah. There's some good players up here at the Bike.
Jay's going to bring this one in for a raise with pocket 10s. He doesn't get any action. But this is pretty standard tight tournament play, Tony. Obviously, in a cash game, you're going to call with possibly small suited connectors, low pocket pairs to try to bust the person. But in a tournament, your chips are very valuable. You don't really want to make those types of calls, right?
This kind of move that you make in there, unless you have tons of chips.
Yeah.
That you could play, you could make any kind of move in any kind of card. But then again, it's so dangerous making any move like that. Because usually some pocket aces low playing it.
Seat 8 has limped in with ace-jack suited under the gun. And now Jay is going to raise. Maybe he sensed weaknesses. He's going to raise with a queen 4 offsuit. It actually has the same hand as the small blind. Now, what does seat 8 do as the blind raises? Jay, very, very aggressive. Leonard's got ace-jack suited. Not a bad hand, 6-handed. And he is in position, Tony.
Yeah.
I want to.
And he's going to make it 120 to go. And Leonard calls. So it's heads up. Chances that Jay hits any of his cards are slim, since we know a queen and a 4 are already dead.
He might not bet anymore.
We know that Jason is a little bit aggressive player.
Yeah, so the pot's about $270. Wow, look at that, and a queen comes right away. And that is not a good flop for ace-jack of hearts. One of the worst flops you can see for ace-jack of hearts, Tony.
130.
You're a very nice game.
Looks like 150 there. Slightly under the pot, and he's going to take it down.
good flop for him.
I'm ready to hit queen.
Queen what?
4.
Queen's 4?
That's what a smile on Jason.
What did you have? Thank you.
You didn't see the queen?
Eh?
You didn't see the queen?
2 queens. Pocket queens.
Queen of clubs. I had a queen of clubs.
Yeah, you didn't have 2 queens.
King, queen. Whatever.
I wish I didn't raise. I wish I didn't raise. You would have.
No, I wouldn't have. I only have 4 kickers.
Call the guy with pocket jacks when the queen hit the last time.
Well, seat 5 here on the button. Ken, he's picked up
Raise,
ace queen suited.
100 more.
He's going to make it 100 to go, and he's not going to get any action.
I guess I should have raised you in last hand.
I've gotten ace queen about 500.
Again, we are playing a $500 shootout. First prize, winner take all, $5,000. These are cash chips that are on the table. The dealer takes a drop, but the agreement is that it's a winner take all, Tony, or they're going to play down
So whatever
to.
they take in this is all they get, right?
Right. They actually start with $525 to, to account for the drop and tipping and stuff like that. So it ends up being a prize pool of about $5,000 or $4,500. Excuse me,
The
nine-handed.
whole, is that a you started 10 players today?
9 players. 9 players, I believe.
75.
And Jay's going to raise it to 75.
275.
You don't like
Jay's going to raise it to 75 with Queen Jack offsuit. Look at this. Seed 8 is going to re-raise to 275 just with pocket 3s there, Tony. And now the action's on Moses in seat 9 with King Queen offsuit from the big blind. He's going to mock it. You got to think that Jay's probably going to muck Queen Jack off too here. And he shows it and he mucks.
You got me, but you don't want to show me, right?
What'd you show, king queen?
Okay, let me have that.
I'm surprised Jason mucked that. You know?
Really?
He usually good for it.
I don't think he had a big
He's the
hand.
gambler.
Yeah, he's gambling.
Well,
If there was a game open there and a couple seats, I might go all in too, man.
really?
Every time I play the shootout, man, you got to wait an hour to get back in the
You
game.
know what? With that
Put your
king
name on the
queen,
board right now.
There's no game. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
there's no game at all?
They broke the game. The queens.
Well, 7 of the 9 players.
Again, you can email us at live@thebike or post up on 2plus2.com. Comments, suggestions, questions. I'm here with Tony the Mailman, frequent LA area tournament poker player.
Yeah, the California champion.
but I had you.
Seat 3 brought that one in with ace-7 offsuit, didn't get any action there, Tony.
There's no other hand that can give you 20-25%.
And again, Tony, we see kind of standard play. We're not going to see a lot of multi-way action in a tournament versus a cash game.
Yeah,
you know.
usually on cash game like this, usually just two players get
Right.
involved. You know?
Right.
It's not like a tournament. Sometimes when the pot is so big, you go for that pot odds.
That's what I'm
Could be a
saying.
Jack 9-10 on the flop.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
could be
There's-
ace queen.
There could be so many.
There's a different
Could be king,
combination.
king, 4.
You can't calculate
I
5%.
saw one time a guy pocket aces against ace
No
king.
matter how much people say it's not.
Well, we have to look at the. We have to look at what they say on the internet. The probabilities.
Exactly.
For me, it's too complicated for me.
We are going to see three-way action here. Looked like it was just limped around. Look at this. Seat 3's flop a nut straight, 9-10. That's Nick, and he's checked it.
Make it 15.
And now seat 8, who's got top pair, he's going to bet with Jack Deuce.
My goodness.
Seat 1's going to call with a gut shot. And look at Nick with the nut straight. What does he do here, Tony? Does he check raise? Does he trap? It's a $50 bet by Jack Deuce.
I would put a little bit of raise in there because
Well, he's going to make it 200 total. He's going to check raise.
Just like I said, you know.
Yeah.
Because I don't want anybody else getting catch a higher straight on my hand, you know.
Or if a 9 came, someone would chop with you with a 10.
Right, exactly. And if they want to see the turn of the river, they have to pay the price.
So it's 200 more.
I think I got him.
Seat 8 there with top pair with a weak kicker.
I'm putting you on a 9 with a pair of 8s.
You already had it spent.
200 more for me, right?
Pot is about $400 here. 200 to call. Boy, that's a tough call for Jack Deuce here, Tony. I think I'd probably lay this one down.
You know, he's still thinking about that top pair that he had. And if he does call, he's probably wishing the clubs would come up in the turn. Perfect card for him will be 10 of clubs or 9 of clubs.
Well, he mucks,
9-10 or five.
and Sean's going to muck out of suit 1.
Yeah, suit 3 will win.
Okay.
And he showed both cards. He's got the nut straight.
Yeah.
I told you.
You know what I folded? I folded 2 cards, jacks. I folded jacks with 2 suited cards.
Well, I don't know how big a laydown that is, Tony, but we'll never know.
No, you should lay it down after a race, you know, because those kind of props are dangerous. Because, you know, most of the people that plays in live games, they love to play connected cards.
Yeah.
I had the top pair.
Even you and I.
Yeah, you
Anytime we get a chance to play a connected card, we will play it.
But you know what?
Well, I like 9-10 a lot better than Jack Deuce.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, 9-10.
I even like 3-4 than Jack Deuce.
Well, seat 3, he just completes the small blind. Seat 5's woke up with a little pair there, pocket 3s, and he's not going to give the small blind a free flop. He's going to make it 75, and he's going to take it down right there. Pretty good play.
Yeah.
Blue. No, I think you probably had 2 overs. Didn't really want to see it.
And we, again, are doing a $500 shootout, $4,500 total in the prize pool.
I'm saying she would have called with the top pair.
Jacks, remember.
Many other people would have called 150
Jacks
more.
are the ones that have been doubling up.
Yeah,
Jack.
Great layout.
Had a lot of 2+2ers on the 3060 show
I just
last night.
didn't like the way you.
Michael Davis,
last night, huh?
yeah, and George from ITH. Both played pretty well.
It wasn't
Won a bit of money. Got to tell you, Tony, that 3060 limit game was one of the best games in LA.
Right now it is, yeah.
Yep.
I would have called if I had the pair of jacks with the open-ended straight.
Or like a pair of jacks with like a 10, I mean, gut shot or something?
No, not a gotcha. Open-ended straight.
So how, you couldn't know how to open it.
Pocket 6's Deuce 8 has the best hand
Right,
here.
because I'm saying
But if you did.
if the cards were closer together.
I got you.
But seat 1 there bets, gets Deuce 8 to lay the hand down, and now Jay lays down Jack 6. Good aggressive play there by Sean, takes it down.
Okay, guys, the blinds at 30-60.
Blinds are going up to 30-60 now.
Okay, I straddle.
You're playing what, 15 minutes?
Straddle.
I think it's 20-minute rounds, I believe. 30-minute rounds.
You don't know what straddle?
120 to rock already.
You don't know what straddle?
So it's a pretty good round structure for one table, Tony.
You get to choose a lot of cards.
Yep.
Different way.
That's how you go for, right?
Oh, it's right.
Is that the word you use?
Nick there, he's got ace-5 offsuit. He's going to bring it in for a raise.
So much, man.
180.
He's going to make it 3 times the big blind. Pretty standard raise in the tournament. 180 to go.
Yeah.
Seat 8, he's got a suited ace. He's got ace-8.
180 total.
Why is it up to me all the time?
And he already has 60 in the pot from the big blind.
It is already.
Big problem.
He says I am. I'm ready.
And again, Tony, point out about how it's very, very difficult to play ace-8 or ace-7.
Yeah,
If he hits an ace, does he know where he's at?
It's too hard because, you know, like I said, those are the cards that I hate the most if I had the ace with it, you know.
Yeah.
But most of the time I just mark on my own cards. I usually just mark it. I don't even think about doing anything about it, you know. Unless, like, I was in a tournament, it heads up, and I was my blind, somebody raised me. Maybe I think twice.
Well, maybe Leonard hears you. He mucks the ace-8 in the big blind.
Unless you get
5 on the board.
It's just going to cost you more money if you don't hit it.
He would have folded for you.
He's either going to fold
You
or
didn't know that. You don't know how big my ace is. Yes, I haven't. He doesn't even know if I
he might call because he's it's only half more. Got half in.
There was a good chance he might have called only because what he said.
We got half
What he said, you know, you got me covered.
250 more, you might have
You
to
got me
call.
covered and you're still good.
Ken in seat 5, he's got ace-10 offsuit. Probably going to bring this one in for a raise.
He raised it.
Trying to slow play like that.
It was 75.
Okay.
That's 75.
Okay.
Well, you know what? He just limped in, Tony. He just limped in with ace-10 on the cutoff. Wow, we've got a lot of aces out there. King 9-4.
100.
The ace-10 still leaves.
And he bets. He has the best hand. And he's going to take it down. It's a little bit passive, Tony, not to bring hand in for a raise with ace-10 from the cutoff there, huh?
Well, over here in this kind of game, you have to make sure that you're betting strong, you know?
Yeah.
That's very important. Because if you show any little loophole in your opponent, you're going to take advantage of it, you know? It's same thing in a tournament.
Because you're right there.
I haven't even looked at my cards.
I don't care. You want to find a surprise.
I mucked my hand too.
260.
260. Say I could have never.
Look at this. The button's going to raise to 260.
How do you know? What do you do?
We can see 1-7 in his hand, Tony. I'm going to imagine he either has ace-7 or pocket sevens. He makes it 260. He's got 6-7 suited. Wow. Aggressive play, and he's going to take it down. Suited connector.
He's doing a David Palm move.
Yeah.
Suited connector.
Something about the way he's like, just because you have a fold.
I don't believe that. I don't do that.
Huh?
I don't do that.
No.
I just had a feeling you were going to raise because you had the white thing in front of you.
Like I said a while ago to you, you know, a lot of people will be playing any suited connected card because
No, I
you know,
have the cards too. I have the cards too.
if you raised that hand and you flopped it, because nobody knew you were playing that hand.
Right, no one's going to know you got
Right.
6-7.
If you flopped it, they won't even put you there.
Jay's going to come in to raise. Seat 6, he's got ace-queen suited, and I imagine he's not going to get any action. He's going to take the blinds.
Can I double down?
Where are the next lines?
Jay with that trademark mini fan there. You always see him with the fan in front of him.
Those are good fans. I like those kinds.
What are the blinds next?
The first guy that do that was
You know what? Have you guys noticed that we've been like this one back and forth?
not Amir
for,
Brady,
like,
but
the last hour? Since we
Chris
sat down and
Gregorian.
we've been going back and forth, no hands.
We haven't been here 1 hour.
I've been losing.
Hasn't been an hour, but
It's only been about 30 minutes.
it's just that's how it's gone.
Right.
No one, I mean, it hasn't been like an ace king and pocket jacks.
Jay looks like he's going to bring it in for a raise here again. He's got pocket 3s this time.
Yeah.
Made it 140?
160.
160.
He got pocket 3.
Again, doesn't look like anyone's going to call.
Take it again.
I probably should have called.
That you shall.
That's all you really have to do in these mid stages of a tournament. Steal a few blinds there,
Set up
Tony.
blinds. Hey, the blind itself is really big.
$90 in dead money
Yeah,
each round.
Exactly.
Too many laydowns, huh? I should have called with Queen 4 suited.
Too many laydowns,
should have called you jack.
too many laydowns, too many races,
Queen force, I wish you did.
too many of everything.
Oh, you did.
Especially on a short field, you know, that's a lot of money.
Pocket 9s here for seat 9,
Yeah.
Moses.
Everybody's coming in now.
Oh, one shot.
And he's just going to limp with pocket 9s from up front here, Tony. He doesn't bring it in for a raise. Possibly trying to trap if he hits his set.
Either that or is cautiously playing the pocket 9 because it's, you know, sometimes pocket 9s get you more trouble than anything else, you know. 'Cause
He is in
you
early
got-
position.
You got 5 overcards.
So we're looking at a $150 pot. Queen 10-4. See if Jay stabs at it. No, it gets checked around. And now, no one still. No, Jay's going to check again, and now the 9s are going to bet. Moses is going to bet
He
after
should
it got
bet.
checked.
Whose phone is that?
He should bet.
200s.
Jay's going to pick his spots a little better. I thought Jay, with his aggressive play, might take a move there on the turn.
Thank you.
I think sometimes Jason knows when to mark his hand. He, you know, sometimes you could feel it, you know.
Easy money.
If you're on there or not.
Easy money, honey.
It's like, what could that guy have limped in with? You got to play the hand backwards. in your head.
We got it.
I was gonna turn, but you don't know.
It's not really necessary to play the best hand, you know. It's just how to play the hand that you get.
You won the last one, huh?
Cool.
Did you win the last one of these?
He wins everyone.
Oh, he wins everyone.
If I know he's playing, I wouldn't have showed up, man.
Let me know when it's my turn.
And you can answer the phone.
I'm not answering.
Okay.
Turn it off.
I don't want you going, hello?
Now Moses is limped in with a King 10 offsuit in seat 9.
We have it happen all the time, so.
Seat 3 and seat 5 both muck ace rag, but Jay's going to come in with the ace deuce. Look at that. 3 players got the same hand, Tony.
Calls.
Go.
Okay.
And actually, seat 9's got king 9 offsuit.
Were you gonna call?
So it's still $180
Three-way
pot.
action.
6 queen 6.
Knuckle queen 6-6.
And it gets checked around. Now let's see if Jay bets on ace high now. Now it's 3 sixes on the board. I think you got to bet here if you're Jay, probably.
100. You're so
Yeah, of
lying
course.
to yourself.
You could easily tell that, you know. It's,
Well, I can't call, man. I got 7 high.
And he's going to take it down.
Yeah.
So Jay seems to be stealing small pots. Seen him take a couple of blinds, and that's a $150 pot right there.
For Jason to know his opponent, it only takes one check round, you know, like he could almost instantly tell that there's, you know, his opponent doesn't have anything.
I had paid the $60. I want to see the
Of
pot.
course, no one raised, of course.
I
know, 4, 5, 6.
I want to see the hand. And I know that
Pretty
you
good
want to
player.
do something. That's why I said what I...
I wasn't gonna.
I'm pretty sure you already played with him.
I have played with him. Very, very aggressive style.
With that hand. But that's all. That's pretty much it.
And Jay's got pocket queens on the button.
150.
He's going to make it 150, about 2.5 times the big blind.
You know what's so good about this right now, having a pocket queen on the button? He's been stealing all that pot. Now you get a thing that he's still stealing.
Yeah, people think he's stealing. Yeah.
Yeah. But he...
Tony, sometimes when I pick up a big hand in late position, I might tend to over-raise to make people in the blinds think that I'm stealing, and they might go all in with something as weak as ace 9 or something like that, you know?
I don't know. That would be a good play, you know, because sometimes, you know, like, if you really want to do some chips out there, you know,
Yeah.
you can do that, because sometimes you want them to think that you don't have any hands.
Why would this guy be making such a raise? He's just trying to
Exactly.
steal the blinds.
Just like this one, Jason, he cuts pocket queen on the button, you know, which is the position for stealing.
Right.
Or just point it somewhere.
150.
And now he's going to continue to raise a very, very tight table. He's going to continue to steal these blinds. This time he's got 7-10 off suit. Now seat 9's got ace 8. And he's going to call him a small blind, it looks like. Now the problem with this is if ace 8 doesn't come on the board, is he just going to check fold to Jay on the flop?
Oh.
Power of position, no limit hold'em.
How much? 150?
150 total.
And Sean's thinking about coming in there with queen 5 off suit. He already has $60 invested. It's only 90 more.
$90 more, yes.
There's already 360 in the pot. He only needs to call for 90 more.
Look at Jason, he's looking at his chips. If he pulls a move over here right now, we both gonna throw their hands away.
Two players.
So there's $360 in this pot, Tony. We're going to see a flop. 7-10 against ace 8. And that's a great flop for Jay to steal.
Yeah, 'cause he's,
King, queen 9. It doesn't hit the ace 8. And he's going to probably be able to just bet and take it down here, Tony.
Yeah, he had an inside straight draw. It's just a matter of how much he's going to bet.
Looks like he bet about 125. Didn't commit too many of his chips.
Somebody's got to get some cards.
Bet about half, a little under half the size of the pot, and that's all it took. And he took it down. And Jay's really taking control of this table.
Yeah, he's really on the roll right now.
Stealing all the money.
Ace queen, you save money, man. You don't call.
Again, in Hold'em especially,
And,
the flop doesn't have to hit you. It just doesn't have to hit that other player in position.
Jason hasn't been put on this test in this lately, you know.
No, 9 queen king.
Or 9 queen king.
And now he's picked up a suited ace. He's got ace 4 of diamonds.
Yeah, he's suited.
And he's just going to limp in.
Small blind cats a pocket 8.
Yep, seat 1 in a small blind. He's got pocket 8s. You'd think he's probably going to raise here out of the blind.
Jason just limped in?
Yep, he just limped in. Well, look at that. Ace just calls.
Pocket ace just called. He should have raised that.
Absolutely, Tony. I got to agree with you 100% there. Deuce 4-10.
What I've done is...
and look at that. 8s, he just moves all in on the 4-10, 4 deuce 10 board.
Jason thinking about calling this again. He got him covered, but I don't think he's going to go.
Well, the pot was only $180, and Sean's betting about $250. So, what a $430 pot, $250 to call.
They would have closed it.
Jay only has second
Yeah,
pair.
he should have raised a little bit on that pre-flop, you know, because see the people that limp, you know, if he would have raised it up like maybe
$200.
yeah,
Something like that.
more.
Yeah.
Maybe Jason will call with an ace-4 diamond.
Yeah. You definitely get the big blind out of there too. Big blind straggling in there. He had one overcard. If he hit his jack, he just badly misplayed it. You know? Jay's going to limp here again. He has another suited ace. He has ace-3 of spades. He's over to the big blind. He's got a queen 10 offsuit. Looks like he might raise here, Tony. He's thinking. No, he just completes, excuse me. He was in the small blind. He just completes. And the big blind checks. Wow, look at this. Queen 10's hit top pair, seat 3. He's first to act. Let's see how he plays it. Seat 5's got an open-ended straight draw.
180. Bets, 180.
So Queen 10 bets 180. Now the pot is 360, 180 to call. Let's see how seat 5 plays his draw.
Wow, he had a big draw too, open-ended.
Yep.
What a flop.
And Sid.
Oh, he's going to muck. And of course, people will say, well, doesn't he have the odds to call that? Now the problem is, Tony, is that the pot was $360. He had to call 180. He could, you know, basically you got to look at it like, well, I'm only really going to see one card because my straight card doesn't come. C3 is most likely going to bet me off the hand on the turn.
Right, exactly.
So.
And that was a good bet for state 3 because that would put the open-ended hand on the level of where it's either he go in or he mock.
Right. He's not going to just call.
He cannot just call.
Yeah.
You know, if he just call, he's showing the weakness.
And they're talking about that there.
Yeah, see, that's the one we just talking about.
Yeah. And if he did go all in, he probably would have gotten Queen 10 to muck at that point, Tony. Top pair with not that great of a kicker.
Right. There's only two things you could do at that point.
Right.
Either you go on top of him, go all in, or you muck.
Yeah.
Queen right, right?
If you flat call, now he's going to realize you're on a draw.
Yeah. And of course, he got a free ride in the big blind, so he could have any two cards.
Any two cards.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let him? I'm supposed to raise him up. He might call.
Looks like seat 8 there. That's Leonard. Can't tell if he limped or raised with 5-6 suited.
Jason catch a king 4 suited.
I don't have queens.
You limped in, huh?
Jason got the big blind, right?
Yes, he does.
Limp in is like a $200 raise.
I know.
Come on.
And it was just a limp.
Come on, it's not that
That's it, 8 limp.
Yeah.
5-6 suited.
So we're going to see three-way action here. $180 pot. Or $150 pot.
Look at that.
Wow, Queen 10 Queen. Both players have picked up flush draws.
Here comes Jason.
He's going to bet $100. And look at this. Like you said, 5-6, he just calls. He doesn't re-raise, Tony. Exactly what you were talking about, showing some weakness.
Yeah.
The only thing is that Jason might think he might be sandbagging a queen now. Pot is now $450. The turn brings a 10. Now anyone on a draw has got to be scared of the full house.
Now, Jason, I don't know about Jason.
Well, he's going to put a feeler bet out there. Now, seat 8, if he were to raise here, he definitely could get Jason off this hand.
You know the best thing to do right now? See, Jason just bid 100.
Yeah, that's
if you put a 300 in there right now, that would make Jason wonder what you have.
Jason only bet $100 into a $400 pot.
No, he didn't show anybody.
I didn't see it.
5 on the rabbit cam.
But then again, you know, on a live game like this, it's too hard to guess, especially in short chips.
You go back on the website.
I think probably the best play for Leonard to make there in seat 8 was what you said. Make a little mini raise, because if Jason doesn't have a queen or a 10, he's going to probably have to fold. Use your position.
Plus, not only that, you got to think about this. You flop 2 queens, right?
Yeah.
Now, if he does have a queen on the flop, now that made him full house on the turn because the 10 showed up.
Well,
Right?
right. Short stack when he came to this table.
He would have on the flop. He would have checked.
Well, maybe.
Because if you had a queen, you would slow play the full house, right? Because
How much?
you want the
thought you
flush
said
draw to make their hands.
Right.
200.
Get 200.
Well, Sean's got pocket aces, wired big pair in seat 1. He's going to make it 200 to go. And it doesn't look like he's going to get any action from some of the cards that we see out there.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get down.
I'm done, Nina.
And of course, No Limit Hold'em, you got to watch it all the time there, because Jay put in a bet. Again, it was a $100 bet into a $400 pot, screaming that it was a weak bet, and he just wanted to feel himself out.
Yeah, exactly. That's why on Leonard's side, I was sitting on his side. I won't put Jason on the queens, because if he does a queen on the flop, he's gonna check that.
Yeah.
And the flush draw would make a bet, I would re-raise.
Easy money.
Well, Jay's got deuce 6 offsuit on the button. He mucks, and it's actually going to get mucked around to the big blind.
Big blind takes it.
Oh my God.
Uncontested.
Yeah, queen 10.
50 cent drop.
That's a monster in this table. Don't take any in.
So how much are the drops in this?
Well, if you don't see a flop, the drop is 50 cents, and I believe it's up to $3 max drop on this table. It might be 4. I might be mistaken in a big game, but it's still a pretty good deal.
Pretty standard collection.
Nick there in seat 3 has been playing pretty tight all night. He's got pocket queens under the gun. Let's see how he plays it. Sometimes you've got aggressive players to your left. You might limp and try to go for that re-raise, the limp re-raise, Tony.
That's what I usually do.
And that's what he's going to do. He's going to call, but it doesn't look like anyone really has any cards to raise here with. So now he's going to have to feel his way out on the flop. Because again, these players can have any 2 cards in their hands.
Oh, look at that. Seat 1 and seat 9 got the same hand.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Great pair.
So 3-way action here, $180 pot. Seat 1 and seat 9 both have picked up second pair.
Now if pocket queen is going to make a bet, you get one of these 2 people is going to come.
He's going to bet 200 into about $180 pot, $380 pot, 200 to call.
You know what? That's a good bet.
And look at this. Seat 1 is going to check raise all in, and it's a question of how much more is it, Tony?
No way.
I call.
No, it doesn't even matter. He's going to call with the queens.
Got him covered.
So Seat 1's going to have to hit a 5 or a 7, but we know 2 of those are already dead, and it doesn't come.
Now we're down to 5 players.
Seat 9, and Moses gets knocked out.
500 shootout.
See how we set us up.
So, are we ready to chat this game?
I'm surprised he puts all in the second pair,
Well, maybe he thought that Nick in there in seat 3 was trying to make a little steal, in position.
Oh, you mean
Give you 600 bucks.
I agree with you, Tom.
I'll take it.
So we're down to 5-handed
Getting
now.
started on the next game.
Lines are 30-60. Of course, any ace really goes up in value now, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Mo? Mo on the court? Is there a board?
Now, Sean's going to complete in the small blind with 6-9 suited. C3's got King Jack. I probably would have raised there out of the big blind, but he's going to take a free look at the flop.
Yeah, just make sure he doesn't see the ace.
It goes check, check on the flop. Turns a 9. That's going to give Sean second pair. Goes check, check again.
Wow.
The river's a 3. Sean's got the best hand there in seat 1.
Yeah, he's going to bet.
Now he's going to bet. King Jack played that hand pretty passively.
Yeah.
Sean takes it down.
You got a gamble and double up.
Did you do 2 pair?
Yeah, gamble and double up. That's always easy to say after this. You see the flop.
Yeah.
He's just saying you should bet.
Oh yeah, you could have cut
Especially on
that.
the river, I could get 8.
Big blind.
Or a queen or whatever else another card was.
You big blind.
Jason is in the driver's seat in this
Absolutely, Tony.
500 shootout.
After this hand, maybe we can take a look at his chips.
When are you gonna stop raising my big blind?
I don't know. I left it last time, remember?
And he's picked up pocket 8s now, and he's going to raise.
Seat change.
I don't know why.
Can't quite tell the amount he raised to. Sean's got king jack offsuit and some small blind.
And he's thinking about calling.
Well, Sean, Jay just might have made it 180. The standard 3 times the blind raise.
Because I'm pretty sure he's been watching Jason.
Jason's been raising with a lot of hands.
A lot of raising the hand.
It's probably 200 there. It's probably 4 stacks of 20 or 8 stacks of 20, 8 stacks of 25. I would imagine. So he's probably made it 200 to go. C1's going to call. King Jack offsuit in early position, even in a short-handed table, is pretty hard to play.
Yeah, it's too hard, especially when there's a raise.
And I got barbecued on the list.
I always have a queen in my hand.
And he shows the 8s. And he takes down the blinds once again.
Well, and I know that the only card that Jason usually shows is a good hand.
Yeah.
And never show the bad hand.
I'm glad no one called me because I doubled him up last time. He had ace jack.
Yeah, he got the jack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
Well, C3 on the button. He's going to be first in. He has a suited ace, ace-5 of spades. And he's probably going to take down the blinds there. Jay's got 3-9.
Yeah, he raised too.
Yeah.
You're going to raise?
Yeah, raising, nobody call.
Thanks. What's the difference?
No, C3 got a lot of chips out there right now.
There's Jay. He's the big chip leader at the table. You can see 1 king there. He's in the small blind this hand. He's got a king 5 offsuit.
Raise.
And the button is going to come in with a raise with 9 jack offsuit. And he's going to make it 260 to go. Pretty big raise there from the steal position. Look at that. The big blind's got king 10 suited. And he's pretty short stacked there.
I believe Jason.
And he's gonna move all in here. And obviously Jack 9 has to call because of the small amount. King 10 is about maybe a 60 to 65% favorite here. Well, there's a couple of hearts. He's got a flush draw with overcards. There's the flush, Tony. There's the flush. He's going to take it down. Seat 8.
How much do you have?
At 100.
Not much. More than
Yeah.
200.
That's 200.
And he's going to double up.
50, 90?
290.
So he doubles up from 290 and he makes 580 plus the small blind. So he's up to about 610 now.
We have to play.
Oh, really?
Everything plays.
Oh, wow. Well, then let it play. Nice hand.
That's a good break for him, huh?
Yeah. Obviously, Jack 9 is not in that bad a shape against King 10. He's behind.
He's going to fold or he's going to go.
have a dead card.
I told you, I had you on nothing too, man. I had you beat
Just trying to make a steal on that pot.
Yep, he was definitely raising from a steal position.
I would have beat you.
Make it straight.
Whoa! Sean in seat 1's got pocket kings and the big blind.
Wow. That's a good hand.
Good hand, 5-handed, of course.
But I'm not going to raise.
Now, the small blind looks like he's just going to complete.
Okay. And not only that, but I'm going to check the flop.
So what does Sean do? Is he going to slow play it?
Yeah, he did.
He is. He's going to slow play it. Let's see what happens here. Deuce 6 of clubs against pocket kings. Wow, look at this, Tony. 2 pairs. He's going to check. And Sean's going to bet $100 with his over pair.
This is the price you had to pay. Here we use low play, you big hand. Now he's thinking how much he's going to raise.
Small blind and you have a big blind. Time.
Now he's acting up. This is when you love it, you know.
Well, it's a $100 bet on the flop. The pot is $190, and he's going to check raise all in. And look at this. Sean doesn't even think about it. He's going to call quickly. So Sean's going to have to catch a 5, a jack, or a king here. The river's a 9, and seat 80 is going to double up once again.
Now he's up to about 1,200, huh?
Boy, Sean's going to be kicking himself over that play.
I have a raising hand, but I'm not going to raise.
Well, the funny thing about that, Tony, is I'm looking at that.
On the last one,
I'm looking at the pot. The pot's $190. He's bet $100 on the flop, okay? Now it's $190. Now the guy check raises you all in about $550 more. Do you insta-call? You got to think about that for a second, don't you? Because the guy could have anything in the blind. You let him in for free. And he just thought that he had the best hand the whole way. Now, maybe the pot odds dictated a call, but I think you got to at least think about that one. I'm not saying that the laydown isn't right, but
I think the reason why he called him so quickly is because of the nature of the plot. You know, he got the board beat, and
yeah, he could have had A6 or something.
You know, for me, it's really hard to put you know, to lay down a pocket king after you see the flop, especially that nature of plot. You know, but then again, I would think twice too.
See, that's not called skill, that's called luck.
That's what you need, right?
hey, Buster Stacks on 2+2. Thanks for the warm comments.
You play 6-2 on
Buster Stacks happens to be it's going to be my Empire Poker affiliate, hopefully.
Yeah, you get
on,
some
online.
You get some
I wouldn't play. I would never
hands
play
out there, Bart.
Yeah.
Good.
And in the defense of the people on 2+2, actually they're pretty easy on me. I've never seen Buster Stacks post up here before, but I PM'd him last night. And look at this, 3-6 against pocket 8s. Pocket 8s is going to take it down. Seat 1.
You had 7 deuce, you're gonna.
It was all in.
He's gonna put all in no matter what it is.
That's what I was asking. Maybe some people don't.
Well, you only had another 30 PS.
Oh yeah, that's all you had.
Yeah, we had. You know, it's only
40 more.
than
40 more, right?
Let me go up.
Oh, the blinds go up right now.
Blinds are gonna go up, but I usually get the color change.
It was 1250 more.
So we're going to color up here, and the blinds next round I believe are going to be 5,100.
Change all the yellow to purple.
Yeah.
Go play pocket king.
Yeah, but
Made a mistake. I tell people don't do
that's
that.
how they do it in tournament.
Nah, you had 2 pair on the flop. 6 deuce.
Small blind.
You had a mistake. Nice hand.
Right now, we want to review a little chip count. You guys want to write it down real quick?
Does that have to
If
be in
it's
the
quicker
rack?
for
No,
you to
right?
do it than us to it.
It doesn't have to be in the rack, right?
65.
Yeah, I'm going to give you another rack.
69.
Purple and white for that.
And we can take a look there at the beautiful chip runner in the blue vest. She's going to be working with us live at the bike in the future. That's Lexi. Right, you can see her head right there on the bottom of the screen. And of course we have our beautiful host Donna, who helps run the board.
She's a hard worker,
and
you
is
know.
a host here at the Bicycle Casino on the plaza level. There she is.
She's a hard working lady.
Yeah.
She's
So there's a
really-
look at Donna and Lexi.
You know, Donna is really dedicated in her job, you know.
There's one for there. I'll give you 3.
What you have? I'm not far behind you.
4.
What are you saying, bro?
660.
Stop, dude.
And we're actually taking a 5-minute break again here, Tony, in between levels. So we will be back once again in 5 minutes.
All right. All right, straight.
You're going to get a yellow?
What do you do with that? Race it off or something?
Yeah.
You got 1352, you're ahead of me now.
Yeah, but you got the momentum. You double up 2 hands in a row.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You never know what could happen.
Oh, you're keeping some yellows?
We have to, right?
Those are for chips, you guys, so hang on there. I need to take some of yours out.
It's a drop every hand. You have to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to give me some yellows, please?
No, you got plenty.
She has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, get it.
I mean, I'm going to go all in it.
When the blind's 5,100, so it's 100 to
Thank
me.
you.
That's good.
I was telling somebody, Alan, that raise. Raise even though. Made a mistake. I tell people.
Ready now?
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, they said raising on. I said, okay, maybe I said.
He sucked you in with that junk.
Nice on, man.
I just like that. 100% like that.
See it. Compare the board.
All right, I'm not going to raise your blind. Man. I got a hand too. I'm not lying to you, man. I really got a hand.
And we are back. That was a short 5-minute break. I guess they decided not to take a break in between levels.
I said I got a hand.
It's all in.
And Sean is going to move all in here with Queen 3 of Hearts. He's very short stacked from the button.
Far away from a raising hand.
And the big blind's got Ace-7 offsuit, so he's probably going to call now. But the action's on the small blind with Jack-10 suited. The blinds are 5,100 now. It's 144 to call. Seat 5's got Ace-7 offsuit.
Ace of heart, man.
And he's going to call, obviously. It's only $40 more for him to
I got no
call.
choice.
I'm not saying that.
I have my favorite hand.
And Seat 5's going to be favored here, obviously.
I thought he was going to go all in over the top.
Seat 3 is out of the hand.
Jack-10 suited?
Look at that. Seat 3 would have made 3 jacks. 6.
He would have called it with that.
And Ace High is going to take it down. And Sean is out. The champion from last week, and we are down to 4-handed.
What's your favorite hand, man?
But I was going to go over the top.
I know you were.
And yeah, he had Ace-7. Jacks and 7s.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to know. I can see
We're
it,
down to
but
4.
Right.
If he goes all in over the top, I'm not going to call him.
So we're down to 4-handed.
Yeah, you're cutting the middle.
I'd rather just let him go out. I know he was going to raise with any two cards. Going
Right.
with any two cards.
I was kind of trying to let you know that.
And Jay, once again, in Seat 6 is the big chip leader. Well, he's picked up a suited ace there in the big blind. And you would think he's probably going to raise here as the small blind just completes. No, he's gonna play a little bit slow there, Tony. 7-9 against Ace-6. And look at this, he's flopped an ace. And let's see if he checks it and traps here. No, he's gonna bet. He's gonna bet 50. Look at that, he says he didn't raise and he shows the Ace-6. And you got to change it up sometimes, Tony.
Oh,
You know?
definitely, yeah.
How can Seat 5 put him on an ace if he didn't raise out of the blind? Normally, that's the move that you're going to make.
Right, but then again, you're a big blind. You're sitting with the ace suited.
Yeah.
He just flat call you, you know.
At least he brought us down to 4-handed, guys.
Yeah.
Could have made it 3. Oh.
Oh.
He could have made it 3.
Oh, I respect him. I know he has 8.
Right.
Well, Seat 3's got Ace-9 offsuit. Pretty big hand.
Make it 3.
4 ways. He's going to make it 3 times the big blind. He's going to make it 300 total.
3, I move all the way to 8.
I got your favorite hand.
And big blind's going to muck Jack-10. And this is a case now here where, the ace rag is very powerful.
You got a better hand.
Is that Ace-9?
Ace-9, yeah. Got Jack-10.
Oh, yeah, because it's a short field right now.
Good race. You don't raise, I think you would have lost. Jack-10 is a good hand.
Oh, Jack-10 hits the board a lot more than Ace-9.
And we get a chip count here, brought to you by Joker Gaming.
The 8-9 for a straight.
Seat 3's got about 1,300. Seat 5's got about 800. Jay in Seat 6 has got about 1,700. And Seat 8's got about 1,200. So Jay isn't all that far out ahead of some of the other players.
Raise for 300.
And Jay's picked up Ace Rag. He's got Ace-8 offsuit. He's going to make a raise to $300 from the button. Those white chips are $100 chips. The purples are $25 chips.
Seat Seat 8 really catch up in chips, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Made a lot of money with that deuce 6 hand.
He doubled up twice.
Yeah.
Not yet. I haven't dropped it. Big blind.
Jay's picked up a 3-5 of diamonds here on the cutoff, but seat 5 looks like he brought it in. You can't quite see his cards. I don't think it's going to matter because he's going to take it down. Shows he's got at least an ace.
Would have got cut.
Good pull.
Your race, he would have called.
Good.
He had ace king suited.
Give me 50 cents.
I was going to push it. What?
I need to drop 50.
Pushing all in with that?
No.
It doesn't matter. Ace, whatever.
Again, we are at $5,100 blind.
He wanted the race.
I was going to try to make him.
There are 4,500 chips. $4,500 in chips total.
I
in
can
play.
only watch you guys right now.
I can only watch.
Somebody after this game gonna walk out of here with $4,500.
Yeah.
Not bad for
Not bad.
3 hours work, 4 hours work.
C3's got a suited ace. He's got ace 8 of diamonds.
Raise, make it 300.
And he's going to make it 3 times the big blind.
Ace suited.
And now, of course, we're coming into a period of a tournament, Tony, where usually you don't see a lot of flops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, history 300 race is a good race for early position. You know, it's a very typical race. You know, double up.
Huh?
I need to
Blind.
double up.
Who doesn't in this game? He doesn't. You don't
Still would
need
like to, though.
Oh.
Still would like to.
All right, raise it up, you guys. This is the time. This is the time when you need it.
Raise 250.
Well, Ken there, seat 5. He's going to raise to 250 on the button. He's got king deuce suited. And he's probably going to take it down, and he is.
Yeah. I'm contesting again. Right now, it's just stealing blinds.
Yep.
Short-handed, you know. It's just a matter of time before each one of them get kind of in the same action. It's too hard when you're short-handed and 2 or 3 guys get involved in a pot, you know.
I mean, how many chips did you get? How many people are left at your table?
Tony. So, have you played some of the mini-series of poker events?
Good luck, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah?
played 3 events and I came in
Make it
twice
300.
in 2.
Yeah. Well, look at this. Jay's picked up ace-jack offsuit on the button. And again, stealing the blinds.
We can chop 4-handed, that's all we're doing.
So you're a no-limit specialist, though, right, in tournaments?
I love no limits and
ready to go.
And limit.
When I started playing before I started playing no limits was that high-low in Omaha.
Yeah. Oh, well, those are, I play a lot of high split games, high-low split
Games are
games.
good games.
And my favorite tournament game is Limit Hold'em, too.
But most of my tournament wins is on no limit.
No limit. There's a shot of Nicole. He's going to be joining our commentary team. Now, seed 8 here on the button. He's made it 300 to go. He's got an ace-10 offsuit. And again, we do not see a flop.
Every other person has been raising on the button.
Yeah, I don't think I would have went all in with you.
Thank you.
I think you would have called.
With that Jack 10?
No.
So do you plan on playing in the main event? Coming up
Here
in the
or,
World Series of Poker in Vegas?
In Vegas? That depends. You see, sometimes like me, I'm still working, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's too hard for me to get a day off.
What do you do for work?
Just like you didn't know, right? That's why they call me the mailman, 'cause I am the real mailman.
Seed 8 here is going to raise. He's got a suited ace. He's got ace-5. And look at this. Seat 5 is going to move all in with Queen Jack. And Jay's woken up with an ace, but he quickly mucks. Jay had ace-6 suited.
Queen jack.
I got ace.
Wow.
So Jay quickly mucked. So we're looking at Queen Jack against Ace 5, and we know one of the aces is dead. 8-10-3. The turn is an 8. The river is an ace, and that's going to give seed 8 the best hand.
Now he doubled up again.
Yes.
Obviously, ace 6 suited, 4-handed in a tournament is very, very good hand.
He knocked out set 5.
Ace 6 is a very good hand, but when you're against a raise and an all-in, Tony, that's why Jay mucked it.
Small blind, big blind.
Because it's a short-handed, and there's only 4 people left. So Jason knew that set 5 is going to be all in.
Good shot. Him 8-10 of spades.
Nice hand, sir.
So seed 8 grabs a chip lead.
It's not the greatest call,
Leonard
but
and seed 8.
You put in 300 on your chips. You didn't have more.
you know what I mean? Yeah. I raised the 300. You went all in.
You committed yourself.
Raise, make it 300.
Are you sure you guys don't want to tap it? We can just keep it. We can ask more. We can ask him if you want to.
It has to be 2, he said.
Really? Because we can just keep whatever we have. I'm gonna ask
And we see an uncontested pot.
Now you came to play. Let's go.
Yeah, now we're down to 3 players.
Yeah, 3-handed.
You just won, what did you tell me? $12,000?
10,000.
You won 12, right? Didn't
I won 15.
We have a new chip leader.
Well, Jay's on the button, and he has Queen 10, it looks like, offsuit. Pretty good hand, 3-handed. And he's going to make it 3 times the big blind.
That's time to raise.
C3, he's been playing pretty tight the entire time we've seen him, and he's going to muck. That's
the
Nick.
best hand anyway.
You're going to raise now, too.
Why even look?
Oh, okay. No, I have to look. I'm the first to act.
You're going to do it anyway. Why look?
It's just that if I look,
Raise without looking. Why look?
if I look, it makes it more efficient.
Well, seed 8's got 6-8 offsuit from the button.
Now you have chips.
Again, this becomes actually more like what everyone sees on TV, Tony. Short-handed, tournament play.
Yeah, this is
Don't make me look.
like the WPT. You see Gus
Right.
Hansen making a lot of moves.
Well,
with
of course.
kind of cards.
I'm sure he probably would have raised with 6-8 offsuit there on
Oh,
that
yeah,
spot.
no doubt it.
Yeah. And now C3's got Jack 7 suited.
That's it? 125 more?
200 more.
No. It's only, the blind is 100.
Raise 150 if you want.
150.
Well, he's raised, and I think he made a mistake, Tony. He didn't realize what the blinds were. Jay's probably could call with any 2 cards here. He's got Jack 5 offsuit, and he's actually in a dominated position. But it's only 150 more. He's going to muck.
Yeah, but Jason doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
He's not gonna second guess with Jack 5 offsuit.
Yeah. Well, I guess he made it 250 total, so it was about 2.5 times the big blind. Looked like he wanted to raise a little bit more there, making C3.
Raymond, good yourself? All right.
Button's picked up a King 5 offsuit, seat 3. Seat 8's got an Ace 6, big hand, 3-handed.
Did you lay down it? Lay down, I will.
Look at this, he mucks King 5, pretty tight play, 3-handed.
What did Jason have?
Give up position.
Jason's got 3-4 offsuit. And look at this, he's not going to complete, he's going to raise.
Gonna raise it.
Make it 600.
There we go.
And now Ace 6 makes a little mini raise up to 600.
You didn't look yet?
And what does Jay do?
Looks like you get a feeling that Jason is trying to steal the pot.
Well, I don't think Jay can probably pick better spots here. And he's going to muck.
That was a good raise.
Yep.
57.
Why get cute if you're the chip leader, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Use your chips.
Especially real money.
Yeah. King 5 suited. That was Nick there in C3s in the small blind.
I've thrown away many
Jay
small
mucks from the
blinds
button.
on the cold this time.
And seed 8 completes with king deuce. So if a king comes out, we can see some real fireworks here. Seed 8's going to check blind. Oh, it's 9
there's
deuce
a deuce.
ace.
Now the king deuce is there.
I have to see the card.
And it goes check, check. And look at this, trip deuces for seed 8 now.
Now he's got a slow play.
Well, no,
Don't
he's
get a
going to put a bet. Going to bet 400. Looks like 200. And seed 8 is going to take it down. Jack on the rabbit cam. And sometimes, you know, I've seen Jay get a little frustrated towards the ends of tournaments, and he'll just kind of throw all his chips in. Or sometimes I've seen him sit out hands. He won't play hands.
Right.
And he'll just blind himself out.
You know, I was just thinking about that, you know, like,
Just double up twice.
he gets so upset very easy.
I offered before, right?
Look at all the time we played.
But he knew he made some mistakes.
Well, Nick in the small blind has picked up ace-king. And he's just going to complete. He's going to try for a trap here. Jay's got a 5-7 offsuit. So Jay thinking that he's weak. Uh-oh, Jay's in trouble. Jay's in trouble if he's going for his chips.
Don't even do it.
He's going to do exactly what Nick wants.
I'm all in, man.
Yep, and that's what's going to happen, Tony.
He's gonna
Ace-king against 5-7. Well, 5-7 again, not in ridiculously bad shape, but he's in pretty bad shape. Look at this, a 7 comes on the flop. The turn's a 5, it gives him 2 pairs. A queen would bring a straight, and a 5 comes on the river. And that's going to give
amazing how this
Jay
game turned out to be.
a full house, 5s full of 7s. Unbelievable.
He's trying to steal it.
5-7, 5-7 no lean against ace king. Keep one all in. Keep go. 5-7 offsuit.
I'm glad you didn't raise, man. You raised, I can't call you, man. Before the flop.
Well, that's exactly what Nick wanted to do with ace-king.
Yeah,
And I think it's a smart move against someone who's frustrated like Jay.
Yeah, exactly. He just, unfortunately, flop didn't come his way.
Got outdrawn, yeah. Well, you can only put your money, you know, put the chips in with the best hand, Tony. That's all you're going to do. You can't control what the board is.
Like they said, the best hand not necessarily the winning hand.
Right. And now Nick is in serious trouble. He probably only has enough chips for a few blinds. He's in position this hand, but he's definitely going to have to make a move. He looks like he's got maybe 300 left. Blinds are 5,100.
Ace king, 5-7 full house. What can you do?
Jason really got that.
I had a hand to bust him. I put it the way I wanted to. You just got a full house.
I thought you had it. I mean, I thought that you were going to. Wow.
Got lucky there on the flop, turn, and river.
Well, he's picked up a suited connector on the button, 4-3 of diamonds. And the problem here is if he moves all in, I like the muck, you know, the big blind's going to call, and you'll probably be behind heads up 4-3 to any 2 other cards, normally, even if it is a suited connector.
Yeah.
Well, Jay's going to complete with deuce 4, and seed 8 decides not to raise with king 9. We're going to see a flop. And Jay flops a deuce. He's got the 4 of hearts in his hand, too. Jack, 10, deuce, 3 hearts.
Gonna bet it.
He bets $100.
Checking for hearts.
King 9's got the gut shot. And is he going to make a move, Tony? No, he's just going to call. Wow.
He's gonna see the turn.
Well, the turn's a heart. That's going to do it for Jay. He's got a flush. And he's going to check the flush. He checks the flush, and look at this. Seed 8 is going for chips. Well, he's going to take the free card. The river's a jack. And it didn't really give seed 8 anything to possibly call with here on the river. Well, Jay's going to check. He's scared probably with his low heart.
You had a heart. I didn't have a heart.
And Jay's going to take it down. These guys are pretty even in chips, it looks like, between Jay and seed 8.
Yeah, seed 8, yeah.
That's what happens when you let somebody in. No, I'm talking about this hand.
No, it doesn't matter even if I have aces that last hand. It still would suck me up.
No, he's talking about this hand.
Oh.
And Nick is in there in the big blind for $100. Looks like he only has about 250 left. Small blind just completes. And it's going to be 6-7 against Queen 6. King 8-4.
Sit 8, got an inside draw.
Yep.
Straight.
Diamond comes on the turn. And he's going to bet 200 here with a gut shot. He doesn't have a high diamond. Now seat 3 does. And look at this seat 3 mucks. Wow. And he shows a bluff. Rabbit Cam shows an ace of hearts. Queen high would have been good. And Nick's going to have to make a move here pretty soon, Tony. Seat 3.
Yes. It's, he needed to chip up. No, sometimes we
wow.
Chip so hard.
Jay's got pocket queens in seat 6. And look at this, seat 8's got pocket aces. He's just slow played him on the button. Jay's going to raise it up out of the big blind with queens, and the button has aces. It's 300 back to the button. How is he going to play it? He's limped in on the button. Jay's raised out of the blind with queens.
Oh, I love this. You know, he's probably just going to flat call him and make him bet later.
Oh, this is crazy.
Oh, don't raise him. Flat call him.
What, you limp in with queens again?
And look at this. He's going to come over the top. And three-handed, I don't know if you get away from this with queens. He's going to make it 600 more to go. And look at this.
Oh,
Jay's going to move all in against aces. And 8 obviously is going to call.
Committed. Oh, right.
Seat 8 is obviously going to call.
I don't know if you're going to get another miracle.
And it's aces against queens. King, Jack, 10, open-ended straight. It doesn't come, Tony.
Yeah, that's it for Jason.
And that's going to do it.
Wow, look at sit 8.
That is
So
just
amazing.
unbelievable. I mean, you can't
He was
fault
down
Jay.
to a 290.
You can't fault Jay, Tony. Queens against aces,
That was a good
three-handed.
play, too.
Well, the question is does he have him covered now? Unbelievable.
Wow.
Wow. That is just unbelievable.
Does he got some more chip left? You got him covered.
And what a flop for pocket queens there against aces, Tony. Wow.
Yeah, he got open-ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if I had the pocket aces and you get,
Yeah.
like on Jason's hand,
580.
you don't want to see the ace no more.
90. Okay.
That's just rough for Jay.
This is.
Nothing like getting put all in when you've got aces. So Jay's got a few chips left.
He's got enough for blinds. 2 rounds.
Can I have 50 cents off this? I forgot.
I don't think Leonard in seat 8 is going to be making any deals tonight, Tony.
Nah, I don't think so.
Thank you.
No.
That guy, he got all the chips. Those 2 guys just got enough for blinds.
Looks like Jay's got maybe 175 left.
Wow. He was
What an
down to
unbelievable
200.
hand.
Was down to $200 left.
Well, Nick's picked up ace-10 of spades. You got to think he's going to move all in on the button here. Look at this. The chip leader mucks the big blind. Boy, you got to keep your head in the game, Tony, sometimes.
Yeah. Donna, can I get decision for a minute? I forgot that he's blind. It's nothing much. I just took his hand. He threw it away.
She took his hand.
He didn't put the blind. Big
Big
blind.
blind.
And what happened?
She just took his card.
No,
go. Yeah, you can
that's
give it
fine.
back to him.
Okay. All right.
I guess there's no muck established.
I don't think you're going to call, man.
Oh, I could call you, but I'm not going to call you.
And anyways, Nick moves all in with ace-10. And the big blind mucks anyways, so it doesn't matter.
He doesn't care too much about that hand.
Yeah. I get, Tony, I'm not a huge poker rules guru, but I guess if a muck isn't established yet, now the dealer took his cards.
Well, there's a lot of definition in that. Sometimes, like when a player, like for instance, that at that time, the player doesn't know he's a big blind.
Yeah.
He surrendered his hand, but see, he didn't throw his hand on the mark.
Right.
The dealer took it and put it on the mark. See, that's actually retrievable.
Now Jay's moved all in.
Guy already doubled you up.
269.
It's 269. Well, the blind's $100. Look at this. He's going to muck out of the big blind. Must have been a pretty bad hand. It was deuce 5 offsuit for the big blind. Wow.
What's the worst you could get?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't matter anyways. If you would have seen that flop, even though there's king on board, you still would have won anyways.
I know.
So, well, he's going to call you anyway.
I didn't like his 300 raise, believe me. He's raising the minimum.
Like this hand's going to get folded around.
50 cent drop.
So Jay and Nick are still holding on for dear life here, Tony. Yeah. Seat 8, Leonard's got about 95% of the chips in play after picking up aces against queens. Well, Nick's picked up ace-king on the button. He's probably going to move with this, I would think.
All you can eat.
Yeah. You're right about that.
And the big blind's got a king-8, so he's probably going to call.
Yeah, he called him.
Well, ace-king against king-8 is a pretty big favorite, about 73%. Ace, deuce, 5.
How much is that?
He doubles up.
Turn is a 6. That's going to do it, Tony.
Or something?
Oh, chipping away. Chipping away.
Oh, I hope he doesn't give all his chips away.
433.
That easy.
Right. We're either going to die with it or double up.
Yeah, that's the hand that you lost with the 5-7.
Small blind.
Right?
That's me.
Tony the mailman joining us in the booth tonight. Well, action's on Jay in the big blind. He has Jack 9 offsuit. He's thinking about moving. He's gonna muck.
Go ahead. I acted too quick, man. 300.
Don't worry, Kevin. I'm not taking Mark's job.
Look at this. Seat 8
What can I do?
is going to raise with 10-4 offsuit. And seat 3 is there with queen 8 suited.
She has an ace, and I'm losing right now.
No, just 10-4 offsuit.
That's a good block.
Now look at that.
That's good. I was winning, but doesn't mean you still don't have 2 live.
You're not going to believe what I'm up now.
Really?
Hey, doesn't mean you don't still have 2 live cards. I have queen 8.
Right.
I deserve to lose.
So they're chipping away. Nick looks to maybe have up to 500 now, Tony, over there in seat 3.
Oh, Jason is getting frustrated.
Nick's probably got about 400 there.
I come.
No, you definitely.
And Nick has limped in from the button. I don't understand that play at all. When you're big chips, why would you limp in with 7s, Tony? Oh, excuse me. That's
I'm all in.
yeah. And he had limped in on the button with 7s.
Wow.
And he gave Jay a free look at the flop with king 7. Very surprising.
Dangerous, yeah.
Very, very surprising, Tony.
Because if the flop comes Jason's way, he's going to double him up again.
Yeah. Maybe he was trying to call to induce somebody to go over the top of him all in, but usually try to even, a raise to steal the blinds is worth it, especially if you've got all the chips, Tony. Why not move?
Big blind.
Chip leader in the big blind, seat 8.
All you can eat.
Wow, seat 3 is going to move with queen 10 offsuit. Jay is in the small blind with queen 9 offsuit.
Did you look?
All you can eat, yeah, I did.
I got a nice hand.
Really?
Whoa, seat 3 mucked the queen 10?
Wow.
C3 mucked the queen 10 on the button. I guess I didn't see him act. I was just assuming that he was going to move with that hand, but
just
I guess
throw
I
it
shouldn't speak before I see the action. Wow, that's really surprising.
I know. If I'm suited, my two cards
Wow.
are suited, I would know.
6-3 offsuit.
Pretty surprising, right, Tony? Yeah.
Yeah.
One, if I see one ace, I go.
But then again, he didn't know he had the best hand.
Well, it's three-handed. Big chip stack. Nick in the small blind has picked up a suited ace, ace-4 of diamonds. And Jay's sitting there with deuce-8. He's got to be frustrated. He mucks on the button. Why? And Tony, he just completes again. Why not steal the money from the guy with ace-4? He just limps with ace-4.
Yeah, exactly.
He just limps with ace-4 in the
He's
small
just
blind.
waiting and waiting.
And look at this. He's flopped ace-5-5. And now he's checked it. It goes check, check. The turn is a 4. He still has aces and 5s. Checks it again. And now the river's a 10. And now he bets. And he doesn't get any action, Tony.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either. I mean, if you've got a hand and you're the big chip leader.
On a 300 game, any ace, any ace, you could raise that.
Why would you check to let the guy catch up, right? Take his blind. It's worth it, right?
Yeah.
At this point?
He had a good example, like with the pocket king didn't raise the blind, and he just slipped it with a small blind again. He flopped 2 pairs.
Yeah.
That's exactly how he got rich.
Raise, make it 250.
And he's got ace-8 offsuit, and he's going to raise to 250. And Jay's sitting there with queen-5 offsuit. Jay's going to still wait around here.
Thank you.
Well, that's a lot of money that Jason gives away.
Yep. Well, can you fault him for going all in three-handed with queens? That's a tough one to lay down.
Really?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
What's the odds of getting a pocket queen then?
And what's the odds the guy's limping in with the aces?
Aces, yeah, exactly, especially on the button.
Big chip leader's got a 4-5 suited. And Jay's going to muck. These guys are going to continue to get blinded down. Jay must be down to about $100 in chips now, it looks like, somewhere around that.
I know for sure it's less than 200.
Oh, he's got a white one on the bottom, so
those are white ones.
he might have 200 or 300 left. The blinds are still 50, 100.
Because it's winner take all. That's why it's 6.
And people might be wondering, well, how did the yellows get back on the table? Well, it's because we're still taking a drop. So they have to make change out of the pot. Because they colored the yellows up at the break, right? And I was wondering that myself, and so it took me a couple minutes to figure that out.
Yeah. I was begging you guys to chop Yeah.
Well, Jay's got one jack, it looks like. Oh, he's got jacks. He's got jacks, and he's going to move all in on the button. Seat 8 there is the big chip stack with king 3. Wow, that's pretty tight. He's going to muck. Yeah. You would think that you would call. He's not going to get any action. It's unbelievable. Boy, these guys are really playing really tight.
Yeah, they're playing
here at
really
the end.
tight.
And I'm not going to. I don't really think that that's the best way to play. Especially if you're the big chip stack, Tony. You know.
Right.
My goodness.
Sid A should be moving a lot of aggressive move right
Absolutely. He should probably be raising in position every single time with any 2 cards.
Any 2 cards, right?
Yeah.
Because he got him covered 10 times.
Yeah, yeah. Now, right now, I can see he's got king. No, he's got king 8 suited. He should definitely move here on the button.
Yeah, he got the best.
But look at he's just going to limp Tony again on the button. I mean, this is just unbelievable.
He won the 2 guys to caught up with his
My
hand.
goodness. No, now Nick in the small blind's got jack 7 offsuit.
I bet you Sid 3 is thinking about going all in right now.
Well, I got to think that Jay's probably going to go all in with king 7. This guy just thinks he's trapping. Look, no, Jay's going to take a free flop. I don't get it, Tony, sometimes. Ace 3-5.
See, now the ace showed up. If Jason bet,
Yeah.
he cannot call.
200.
Missed by one.
And Jay is gonna
Game over.
check fold. Yeah, I think I probably would have bet at that if I was Jay.
50 cents.
If I was Jay, I would have low ball in right away.
Yeah, probably pre-flop, right? Yeah.
Gonna go 100.
No, the blinds are going up, Tony.
He
One-
slowly
100,
losing all
200.
their chips.
Yeah. But I just can't say that the guy in seed 8 is playing all that well here. I think he's playing way too passively.
I don't understand the way he makes his play, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to get broke.
Right,
He's
exactly.
aggressive.
Yeah. He's got queen jack offsuit in the big blind. Nick's got an ace deuce offsuit on the button.
I can't believe it.
And I believe Nick's moved all in. And Jay, in seat 6, has got queen jack. Also, and seat 8 in the big blind mucks. So it's going to be even harder for Jay to win with queen jack. So it's ace deuce against queen jack. Oh, look at this. He flops it straight. Right away. Unbelievable. But he still has outs. The ace could catch an ace on the river, or could have caught an ace on the river for a full house there, or a king, and he would have won, but it didn't come.
300.
That's unbelievable. Ugh.
If you hadn't called that, I would have called them. Of course.
1750.
I can't overcall. I like the queen jack though.
Wow. And let's see if that breaks Nick.
1750. Give him 1750.
See the first ace?
And now Nick is almost down to felt.
1750.
And I got to say, Tony, that, you know, I don't know exactly what the policy is going to be about deals, but if one of these two guys in seat 3 and seat 6 somehow gets each other's chips, and now they have maybe 20% or a quarter of Leonard's chips, and they make some sort of deal, Leonard can only point to himself as to why this has happened. Because he had about 95% of the chips in play. And he's not really playing aggressive with his big stack, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, with all the chips that he got, you know, I don't think he's gonna make any deal.
Okay. Yeah. I think I agree with you. Yeah.
Because right now, if he didn't have fucking ace again, just like what he did to Jason.
Yeah.
Then he's hoping that any one of these guys catch a hand like what Jason had again.
Well, Nick
That would
is
be all it.
Nick is all in on the blind here. It's 100, 200 blinds.
148?
So Queen 4
I
always.
don't have anything, but I'll give you action, man.
Well, of course he's going to call. King 10's ahead.
No, I have.
Chip Stack only needed to put $50 in. Oh, look at this. King 10 flops a nut flush. Unbelievable. C3 flops a nut flush. Right on the flop. And these guys continue to stay alive.
Yes, you know why? Because it's wrongdoing.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's his own fault, right? You know?
He should have been aggressive from the get-go.
Yeah.
Nice hand.
Blind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny that a lot of times I'll bring people in on the show and say, why do people play weak aces? Why do they overvalue weak aces? And a lot of times the answer I get is, well, they watch the WPT on television too much. And they think that, you know, these hands have a lot of value. And in a full ring cash game, they don't. But look at the difference. If you watch a tournament with tournament pros on television, look at the difference between how they play and what we've seen here tonight.
Exactly.
It's a vast difference. A huge difference. It's the opposite. And he mucks on the button again here. And Nick's going to go all in. It's 7-jack against Jason, who's got 9-9. Jason's got a pair of 9s, and he's going to take it down.
Yeah, he made a flush.
Well, he's got a pair of 9s there. And now it's heads up. Jay against Leonard.
Right.
I got
This is
some, I
it
got
right
some
here.
ammo. I got a shot.
You want to keep what you have?
I guess you made a flush on the river.
Look at this. Leonard asks Jay, do you want to count how much you have?
I got bullets, so I got shot.
And Jay says, no, let's play. So Jay, the gambler, he's not going to make the deal as the short stack.
Yeah. He's the gambler.
Yeah.
Which one like to be small, big? You big, right?
200 over there.
Two?
So we're going to play it out here.
Right there.
Oh, two here.
Jay's feeling pretty good. I mean, you got to feel pretty good after winning 5-7 against Ace King.
Don't give him some chips because he knows what to do with his
Yeah.
chips.
And again, let's see if Leonard changes gears here a little bit. He's got Queen Deuce offsuit on the button. Again, heads up, Tony. The small blind acts first. The button acts first to complete the small blind.
No,
And he just limps in from the button.
Got something?
And
There
now
you
Jay
go.
moves over the top.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
And
See?
look at this. He's going to
Yeah.
gain more chips.
He limped in for another 100, and then
Yeah.
when Jason moved all in, he cannot even call.
Yep. And I got to say, Jay's style against this guy's style, even though that Jay's behind in chips, I think Jay's got a shot.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's got a shot.
You know, Jason is a dangerous player.
Yeah.
You gotta throw me something.
I offered, man.
Look at this, Leonard saying that he offered to. And now Jay on the button. He's got 3-6 offsuit. Well, he's not going to play it. He's going to wait around.
Jason has been around live games in tournament. He went to a few tournaments around L.A., and
Yeah.
and he knows what to do with that chip.
He's been at a couple final tables, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta throw me some. We can play for 3 hours.
Only because I can do more damage.
I just get my money back.
You got more than the money back.
So I guess they're discussing a little bit of a deal, but Jay's saying that I'm going to need more money. And Jay say, you got to throw me some money here, buddy, or we're going to continue to play. And I would do the same thing if I was him. I'm going to be honest with you.
What do I have to do?
Look at this, the button mucks. Jay picks up the blinds here again.
If he doubled up Jason, he's in big trouble.
Yeah. And again, those of you out there think that I might be a little bit tough on Leonard. Again, these are only Tony and I's opinions, but we've been around tournaments enough to see usually what the proper way to play is, right? You know.
We're just giving some feedback.
Yeah, yeah.
According to our experience.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, Jay's still got a shot here. So Leonard's got the button in seat 8. Jay's in the big blind in seat 6. Now Leonard, I can see he's got 110. I see Jay has an ace. Leonard's going to just complete, Tony.
He did it again,
He's
yeah,
going
he
to
did it
complete.
again.
He's got 10-3 offsuit on the button. Jay's got an ace. Why not move all in again?
Yeah,
and he's going to.
Exactly. He
And
did
this
the
is
same
just
thing.
unbelievable.
This is just a replay.
Yeah.
He's going to keep giving him 200, 200,
Yeah.
200, 200.
And our tech guy makes a good point. Isaac says he's getting bullied by the small stack.
Right.
He's not just good for working the cameras, folks. Oh, now I think they're discussing a deal.
Off the table.
And like I said, Tony, it never should have even gotten to this point. It really shouldn't have.
No, it
Yeah,
shouldn't.
yeah.
It would've
He
been
had
over
95% of the chips on the table.
Over a long time ago. Should have been over a long time ago.
Play for 3 hours. Play for 3 hours already.
You don't want to give him nothing either? Okay. All right, let's play it out. I came to gamble.
And they are not going to make a deal.
Jason
Doesn't
is not
sound
gonna
like it.
play.
Yeah.
He's a fighter.
Yeah.
He's a fighter.
They are not making a deal here. For real this time.
You know why? Because he knew he could
Yeah.
bully him. He could bully
Yeah.
him.
Look at this. He's got a pair of 5s. And he's going to move all in. And he's going to pick it up again.
Now the 200.
Yeah.
You already got like 300?
The double up so we could, then we could play.
All right.
And Leonard's got to be really frustrated here. Now, we've seen this, Tony, again, he's in this position. He's limped, folded to a raise. He's done it 3 times now from the button.
in my role there, you cannot limp. You cannot give him any
Yeah.
breathing room. You know, it's put raise to more than half of his chips.
And he's going to limp again with King 4 offsuit. Well, this time Jay doesn't have anything. He's got 6-3 offsuit. So he's limped again from the button, Tony. Again. And look at this. Jay picks up trip
he's
sixes on the flop.
He's gonna.
And he's checked to the button.
Good. Yes, he's just gonna check.
And the button's bet looks like 300.
You just gotta call him. Just call him.
This is unbelievable.
You just gotta call him. He's gonna slow play this time.
Wow. What a comeback by seat 6.
See?
Yeah,
He's just gonna call him.
He's gonna throw a crying call in.
He's gonna check and make him.
Well, the turn's a 7. It's gonna fill him up. 6 is full of 7s.
He shouldn't boom ball in right now.
And look at this. He's gonna bet 400. And boy, Leonard can't fall in the trap of being, frustrated by Jay's play, because if he does, he's going to get in big trouble here, Tony. Big trouble.
I think he's already in trouble. He knows that.
Leonard is drawing totally dead. Jay has a made hand on the turn. 6 is full of 7s.
He has nothing to show.
All Leonard has is king high.
He has nothing to call.
And look at this. Jay's thrown out a tiny bet. Look at this, and King 4's moved all in.
He doubled him up.
Unbelievable, Tony. He's made a bluff into a full house, and Jay's going to double up here. This is some incredible play. And Jay's going to take it down with a full house. What a comeback.
Now he's in big trouble.
And I said, he's getting frustrated by Jay's play.
Jason exactly did what I was the one playing. He did exactly what I was going to do, too.
This is one for the archives, folks, on the demand banner right hand side of the screen. Again, Jay was down to about $200 in chips.
This chart.
And I got to say, it's probably almost close to even now.
He was already frustrated.
As we can see, some of the spectators,
Okay, so this is 2, right?
they're on the rail.
That's 2.
And you know what, Tony? I say, if I'm Jay, even if we're even, screw the deal. I'm going on. I'm going to beat this guy, right?
Hey,
yeah.
You get the momentum right now. Why would you make it a deal right now?
Yeah.
How much is that?
And the guy is giving you all the wrong play.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah, okay.
Count this again.
And then that's a 400. Yeah.
Okay, Bill, dala 4 minutes
And plus 40.
I believe right now Bart Jason
50,
has more chips than Leonard.
Could be.
There you go.
Huh.
I think you're right, Tony. Jason looks to have probably somewhere around.
Thank you.
Maybe it might be 3,000 to it might be about 2,500 to 2,000 right now. Jason has taken the chip lead in an unbelievable comeback.
The total chip count is 4,500, right?
Yep.
He's probably got 2/3 of that.
Yep.
It's like total 1 right now.
And if you guys thought you were watching a dull ending, come on back. This is some incredible action. Heads up. Jay's got a deuce 4 offsuit on the button. And he's going to raise. Look at that. Look at the difference, Tony.
Yeah, of course.
He raises.
He knows what to do. You cannot limp.
Yep.
You cannot limp. See, you notice he just double up the raise because just in case Leonard go all in, he could mark his hand. See? Easily. But then again, the raise that he made, if Leonard doesn't have anything, he's going to mark. And he gets the blind.
Leonard's got a deuce 7 offsuit. Well, this time he comes in for a raise.
He made it 400.
Made it 400. Jay's got a 7-8 offsuit. So Jay is in a dominating position. He's out of position. Look at this 5-6 queen. Jay's picked up an open-ended straight draw.
I believe he's good.
He's going to check, and he's probably going to check raise here if the button bets.
I think so too. Either that or he's gonna bet. He's gonna bet one stack, maybe 500.
See what he does here. He's got an open-ended straight draw. He has the best hand. And look at this.
Like
he's
I
going to
said.
bet, and he's going to take it down again, Tony.
Exactly. I know he's just gonna bet one stack.
Yep. And boy,
I'll get you when you get up, Dylan.
and look at this. Jay said he's going to catch the dealer's tip when he wins it.
Look at the chips that Jason have right now.
That is just an unbelievable move. Jack 9 offsuit for seat 8. And he moves all in. Looks like Jay might have just limped there. And
No, that's all he wanted to.
and
hear
Leonard
is,
moved all in.
If Leonard go all in, he's gonna mark.
Yeah. And Jay actually had a Queen 3 offsuit that hand.
Yeah, he got nothing to call. He was just hoping to see the flop.
Again, we're dealing with 1-2 blinds here. This is for a $4,500 prize pool. Look at this. He's going to complete. He's got King Deuce offsuit. And Jay's got 9-7 of diamonds. He's going to take the free flop. Oh, Jay's flopped a pair. And seat 8's got bottom pair, deuce 7-10. Jay's going to bet right out. Oh, the button's in trouble, Tony. He's going to call with bottom pair. And he doesn't have many more chips left.
Well,
the turn's a 5. What does
good
Jay
for
do
Jason.
here? And Jay's going to move all in. He's going to move all in, and if he calls, if Leonard calls, he's going to be drawing very, very slim here.
I don't know if he could call this all in.
He's counting his chips out. He would have to catch a deuce or a king on the river if he calls.
I would say he's on tilt.
Reverse tilt. And he just can't believe what's happened to him here.
The only card that he could win is a deuce or a king.
And maybe he feels like he's just been bullied around here. But he's way behind in this hand. Oh, he's going to muck. He's going to live for another fight.
Yeah.
Look at this. He turns up his cards to him, but he doesn't show anyone else at the table. So he's not going to show. The rabbit cam shows a 6 of clubs. Jay would have had the best hand.
Look at that. Look at that turnaround, Bart.
A lot of turnaround.
You know, one small mistake that you make along the way, you know, it's going to cost you a lot of money.
50 cents.
Not a good job, man.
And look at this. Jay says, do you want to make a chop? And Leonard says it's not a funny joke. Peter comes and says, if you want to work a deal, you got to do it off the table. Look at this. He's just going to complete. And I don't think Jay's looked at his hand yet.
No, he just not calling right away.
He's got a 7 deuce offsuit. Seat 8's got 9 deuce offsuit. Seat 8's flopped a flush.
Oh, he made a flush.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Jay's going to call. He's got middle pair here. Oh, well, that might shut Jay down a little bit. That heart probably saved him a little bit more money there,
exactly.
Tony.
Otherwise, you would have doubled Leonard.
Yep. So Leonard's going to come back a little bit. But now I think that we're going to really see, you know, the proper way of playing a big chip stack, and that's putting pressure on the little guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, see, now we totally going to see a different way of playing.
J style.
Yeah, J style.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a lot of chips. Right? Excuse me. Right now, it's like, it looks like it's 4-1 on chips.
Well, Jay just limps in from the button. We're looking at 9-6 offsuit for seed 8 against 10-7 offsuit. And look at this. Jay uses his position. He bets. He actually had the best hand, but he takes it down. That's where really having the big stack helps, because you can throw in a little steal bet like that.
Yeah,
It's not going to hurt you.
exactly.
Whereas if you're small and you do that, it's going to hurt you if you lose.
So see, all the time that Jason's gonna make a bet, he's gonna bet like 1/3 of his chips.
Right. 1/3 of seed 8's chips.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, Jay's got Jack 6 deuce offsuit. Leonard on the button. He's got a Jack 3 of clubs, and he's going to muck. So he's really playing a little bit timid now.
Oh.
And he's down, it looks like, to about 500.
He could have put all in on that hand.
So Jay's got probably a 7-1 chip advantage now.
Yeah, Jason is in the driver's seat of this game.
Yep. Jay's got looks like an 8-5 offsuit from the button. And why not limp? Well, no, he's going to come over the top, all in, seat 8. And I would assume that Jay's going to muck here. And the thing is, Tony, I mean, if you're going to be able to limp and the guy's not going to raise, why not just try to limp for an extra $200 and see a free flop, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It would be the same thing if you just let me flop you one of your cards. He bets 200, you're gonna call 200.
Yeah.
Right?
And he just completes from the button. Leonard there. Look at this. He's got an ace-7 suited. He's playing it slow.
Well, 7.
He's caught the 7. And he's going to bet. And again, Jay mucks, but the issue again there, Tony, is why give deuce 3 the free flop, right?
If you flop 2, 3, 8,
Right.
you're in big trouble.
Right. Again, we are here live at the bike. We stream live poker Wednesdays through Saturdays from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock Pacific time. Tonight, we are heads up at the final table of a $500 shootout. Total prize pool is $4,500. We're looking at a miraculous comeback by Jay in seat 6. Leonard in seat 8, about, I'd say, half an hour to 45 minutes ago, held 90 to 95% of the total chips on the table with 3 people left.
I would say about 96, 97, because
Yeah.
Jason only got about maybe 300, and Sid 3 got about almost the same.
And Jay has just made a miraculous comeback. And it's not necessarily just been from luck, Tony. It's been aggressive
Skills,
play.
And Jason is very, the aggressiveness of Jason pay off for him.
Yep.
You wanted $500, right? Is that? You wanted $500.
He totally outplayed his opponent.
Before?
I wanted 500?
Yeah, when I said
Oh, you mean extra?
yeah.
No, I didn't want that much.
Oh, no. Leonard said you wanted 500, and Jay said, no, I didn't want that much. Jay's got ace-king suited. And see, I wouldn't get cute with this. I would raise.
Your cards? No, I was looking at your chips. No.
And it is proper to raise there, Tony. Again, why give the free flop?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If he have a hand, he would call.
Yeah, if he had ace-5, you know, something like that.
I thought that's what you wanted.
That's just a good read for Jason.
Or you should have been more specific.
Don't give this guy any free flop.
Leonard saying, you wanted 500. Jay said, no, I didn't want that much.
You know I like you, man. We play all the time.
Jay's got king-jack offsuit. Again, Leonard just completes with 8-10 suited. You got to think Jay's going to raise. He's going to move over the top all in. I think it's a great play, Tony.
Yeah. This is now Leonard is thinking about.
Well, these hands sometimes look good, but when you're heads up, you'd rather have high cards than 8-10 suited.
Exactly. At least 2 overcards.
Yeah. It's probably not the hand that you'd want to go in with.
Unless you get lucky. We call it get lucky.
And he's going to muck. Jay's going to take it down.
Which is a smart thing to do.
I think that Jay has played just about every single hand we've seen here well and correctly here at the end.
Except when he lived and he went all in.
Well, yeah.
There's a good chance that you're going to double me.
I like my chances now I hear that.
Huh?
Oh, man. Alright. This hand is not as good as the other one. I'm all in.
And seat 6 there, Jay, he's going to raise from the button. He had a king high, and he takes it down.
Now let's get into the wire now.
Looks like Leonard might have $300, $400 left there. And again, the blinds are 1 and 2, so he's got room for a couple more blinds. Oh, he's got a white down there, so he might have 4 or 5 left. And he mucks again, Tony.
Yeah, he's throwing to... Right now, at this time, any card slams.
Yeah.
Good,
Well, he's gonna. Well, now he's pretty much... I don't know if we can see how much he's got left after this blind here, but he had to put 8 purples in now, so he's
He has
got...
about $300 left. He has 5.
He's got about another $350 left in his stack. Leonard's got king 3 offsuit. And Jay's going to muck. He had a deuce 10.
Oh, he's not even going to contest that one.
Well, I don't think that that's necessarily a bad play, because obviously that hand is a lot worse than average.
Yeah, he could wait for another...
6 suits of club again?
Hmm?
Too small.
Oh, I'm too small?
Unless you want to call blind, it's alright.
All in.
I call.
Look at this. Seat 8's going to go all in with 10-3 suited. And Jay has got king jack of clubs. He's in a pretty good position.
This could be it.
Oh, look at this. The 10 flops. A
Oh,
king
a
comes
king.
on the turn. And the river's an ace, and that's going to do it for Jay. He's going to take it down. And Tony, thanks a lot for coming and joining with us tonight. I'm going to run out and interview Jay real quick. All of you guys in there,
It's a pleasure working with you tonight.
stick around. In about 1 minute, I'm going to interview Jay at the table.
He asked for 500. He asked you for 500.
No, you want to give him my money back after I'm playing for 3 hours.
No, you can.
All right, I'm playing for 3 hours.
I know. He didn't want it. Now you win.
Good work, man. Good work. Hey,
Yeah,
as soon as everything's more shopping,
Thank you.
Yeah, give me something. I'm playing for 3 hours.
There's another table coming up here, right?
No. They said they're going to interview him and that's it.
I'm not going to do that.
Jay.
No, come on.
Can you sit down and talk to me for a couple of minutes?
No, I'm not doing it. Even the tournaments, I don't take any pictures.
I just want to talk to you for a couple minutes, right? Well, anyways, congratulations. You don't even want to talk about the aces against queens hand?
I don't. No, especially not that one. I didn't like that hand.
Okay. Well, tune in tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Pacific time for a $500 no limit for Bart Hansen. Good night, everybody, from Live at the Bike.
All right, you done. You done. Yeah?
It's not even 5,000, right?
Yeah, that's just 25, 34, 4,000. 4, 5, 6, 7, 5,
Lucky
6,
charm.
7, 8.
At 300 left.
I know.
Like this.
It's here. It's big. And it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.